with Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, preparing in his head all the things he's wanted to be said. 90 minutes for Phil to fill with so much time to kill. He promised Chill, but all he does instead is beg and shill. The stream's online and straight away begins to wane, but all is fine as long as chat's benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's sound mature for all to enjoy, like fresh when you're, but I feel sure he ran through to feel so insecure. The money earned from yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always set to stay on. His supports us also slow and stays so low and fails to grow. You never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. We're sticked up across the board, we charge the war because the score can't be ignored. Just how much DSP makes us all feel so bored. To help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch it creep, we play bingo while Phil will bitch on why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across our screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals our soul machineers. Norton, burping, leaning, ban, it matters not if Andrew fanners chatters can't see if others make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and slaps his leg before launching into a bike, pretending there for bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of Claw's cat and fatty wife and all his strife while forgetting that tits done well and they were right. With drama he will react, but as an actor it's a fact as he rehearsed to be exact on how he felt he was attacked. Pre-stream's nearly over and a win is in sight, with little white despite Phil's delight that tits were not light. We'll say alright, it is okay, and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tits will help from being off the other day, and with those words we win again. It's never if but always when the game is won, and thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, King Jad here, and welcome to DSP Bingo for today, Monday the 16th of June 2025. I do hope you're all doing very well indeed, and I hope you're enjoying your week so far. Start of a brand fresh new week. That is Monday. So as you can see, Phil Burnell is not here yet. Phil Burnell is not online, and that may have something to do with the fact that he hit both goals yesterday. So in theory, Phil was happy that he hit both goals, and yet on his daily crap, he still had the gall to beg for more. Because Phil is desperate to have a goal every single stream, so he can stuff his face full of food on Tuesday's fucking show. Yeah, Phil's ambition is to be able to hit his goal at some point on Tuesday during a day stream, so he can then do a DSP tries it immediately on that day stream, and eat and eat pizza. So like that's his fucking goal. Fucking goal. Also, yesterday was a very strange day for Phil. It was you know who giving him lots of money in the guise of other names. You know, Lisa Lou came by. Who'd have fucking expected Lisa Lou to drop by and drop a random $50 tip for Phil? We all kind of fucking expected it, OIC is doing OIC things. What a fucking surprise! No one was really shocked, and yeah, it wasn't surprising that Phil Burnell managed to get the goal set yesterday with that attention seeker throwing money Phil's way. But there you go. There's a couple of things to go through before we begin. Also, as I said, there's no sign of Phil yet. The bad man is nowhere to be seen. He's late. What a surprise. First of all, TJ cooked yesterday. TJ went on a rant yesterday on Twitter, because the clip here is also, remember Phil's clip saying Phil's explaining why he can never be the villain. In case you don't know what happened yesterday, so here's a clip of what Phil said.
Cydia says, do you feel like you're the unwilling villain of a streaming world? One day when you're long and gone, maybe a documentary will be made about how you were actually based. I'm literally not a villain to anything. I want you to think about it this way, all right? A villain is usually someone who's through their heinous actions hurt others, and therefore that's why they're seen as a negative presence. I want you to ask you a question. Who do I hurt every day when I turn on a stream and I play games? Who do I hurt when I turn on a stream and I hang out with people and I talk and we have a good time, and then people willingly support my content? Who am I hurting? Am I making slanderous, defamatory content that could hurt other people's reputations and bring them down and ruin them? No. Am I shilling stuff to you that's low quality garbage, but I'm making you spend your hard-earned money on junk so I can get ahead? No. Am I misrepresenting the games I'm playing to make you buy stuff so that I'll make money and get ahead? No. The stuff that I do is actually completely, definitively helping people, because you're either getting entertainment out of it, you're getting informed, or let's face it, you're one of the many leeches of a giant ecosystem that suck on me every day to actually make content for a content mill. Because that's what it is. It's the Dark Side Phil content mill every day. So literally my very existence on the internet is a positive, beneficial thing. There's no way you could ever spin me into being a villain unless you could lie so that you can make more content for your content mill. by which you're actually getting positive stuff out of it, in which case I still can't be a villain. Just by its very nature, the nonsense that these people spout proves that I'm not a villain. But the bottom line is the people who watch that stuff are too dumb. I mean, these are the biggest mouth-drooling dunces of the planet. These are not fucking intelligent people. These are people who just sit around and want to be part of drama for drama's sake. Not because it's true, but because they get their jollies off being a part of something on the internet, which is really dumb. Groupthink mentality from a sheep, a mindless mule, right? So, yeah, there's absolutely no way that I could ever be spun as a legit villain.
So yeah, that was Phil's rant on this, and TJ had a whole lot to say about it. You know, TJ says your presence in a random Discord for WWE champions caused people to get doxxed and then to quit social media for fear of harm. And TJ says that they chose a lane that made it hard to even show my face, which I'm being more reluctant now because of a man who hasn't left his home to meet friends in years. And he went on to keep going. He says, and you caused multiple bankruptcies over the emotional damage you caused, like the Timbo slice. All on a front to own the trolls. If he sat down, logged off for a month, and just breathed fresh air and touched grass, I'd have an ounce of respect. God is why I want to move on from this. We know that this fucker takes most of his money and dumps it into this gobshite. Acting poor, acting wealthy at the same time. Choose one, motherfucker. This is why when June asked to speak to me, I did to spread the word. I'm glad that every social post on him is the camera on. There you go, TJ fucking had... TJ cooked. TJ cooked his ass. Sorry if I can go. Kinda sad clipped Phil at the start of the night stream, I believe. And apparently Phil started a night stream on a very toxic note. I've not heard of shit, but let's see what happened at the start of a night stream.
Does the Kings still have a valid driver's license? I don't know. Did some mouth-drooling retard tell you I didn't? Some complete idiot told you I didn't have a license? Well, maybe you shouldn't listen to dummies.
Well, that is random. Like, Phil is always fucking talking about how, like, Cat has to drive him sometimes. In fact, the one picture we had of Phil and Cat in the wild, you know, like, was they were both in the car together, and it's like, was Phil driving or was Cat driving? You know, it's like, I don't know, it's a fair question, because Phil doesn't talk about driving much, apart from the fact that he's terrified of driving the highway for fear of getting into an accident. Well, so Kino Casino, so apparently this is a clip, so Phil Burnell referencing the Kino Casino. Kino Casino are making fun of whatever Phil was talking about here last week, rent-free. It's a 20-second clip. What was he talking about here?
Later, this is week 2 of me using my wheel, and as you can see, I have a setup now. I moved the wheel and the camera. You can now see the wheel on camera as I'm driving. Last week I tried for this and I guess I missed and people couldn't see it. Now it's fully, you can see the wheel. See that? So this is pretty cool. You'll be able to actually see the wheel in motion and movement and use as I do it.
I called that shit out immediately. I don't know if that's some sort of Kino Casino like reference, whatever. Kino, I mean, everyone called it out. Like Phil, but Phil's like, oh, this is a setup here. I have gear sticks, you know, I have pedals, I've got a steering wheel, and his camera didn't show any of it last week. You know, you couldn't see any of it, and now you can partially see Phil's fucking steering wheel. Like, wow, what a massive fucking improvement. So it's barely anything, Phil. You know, but yeah, I don't know if that's a Kino Casino fucking call out, because I called that shit out as well. I think we all fucking did. Like Phil went and did all that effort. Let's set up the fucking wheel, guys, and then you can't see shit. I don't know. Anyway, is Phil turned up yet? There is still no sign of the Phil Burnell. Wait a second, hold on. We need to check. We need to check his social media. Is Phil going to be late today? No, there's no updates, there's no tweets from Phil. Phil is officially late. Oh, and speak of the devil and he shall appear. He's turned up in the chat saying good morning all, so now his Phil's awake. Fucking not ready for that. I'm sure we're all fucking massively concerned for his well-being. Anyway, a couple of little clips to show you guys. First of all, DSP Raw uploaded a clip here. DSP says it. I was trained as a competitive excellence. Just a minute and 20 seconds long, old retro style clip here. Let's see for ourselves what Phil said way back when.
How many times do I beat a game
and here come the credits for the game. It's like 1,000 fucking names. It's like, what the fuck? You couldn't tell me you couldn't cut 500 people from the staff of this game and make it? You know what I mean? If anything, it seems to me what's happening, especially with big AAA releases, is that it's becoming overbloated and it's not efficient anymore, right? Now, instead of having some efficiency experts, I used to actually have some expertise in this field, all right? I was trained as a competitive excellence, achieving competitive excellence, or ACE, continuous improvement person.
Before Phil even continues, I want to point out that the person responsible for giving out those A certificates at Sikorsky was his fucking daddy. Nepotism, ladies and gentlemen. Phil was given an A certificate, signed and sealed by his fucking daddy, who also fucking got him a job in the fucking first place. This is the same fucking job that Phil was so fucking bad at, they had to fucking give him a laptop to finish work at home because Phil was too fucking slow to finish work in the office, and Phil had to fucking finish working at home, not get paid for it because he was fucking too slow to keep up with everyone else who was working with him.
I would do at my former office job is I would go into a process that they had at this job, and I would look at that process from start to finish, and I would map out each step of the process, right? And I would say this process takes this amount of time, this step takes this amount of time, these are the people involved in each step. So for example, in development of a game, I would map out the process. Concept, right? Maybe concept art and original game design, raising the budget, funding, marketing. I would do every step of the process, map it out, and see where are the bottlenecks. What is the inefficient part of the process, right?
God almighty, Phil, please, I am begging you. I would love it if Phil Burnell managed to scam his fucking dents into like making a game. I want to see if Phil Burnell actually leads some sort of project. Go on, Phil. You go and try and fucking develop a game. You fucking be in charge of that shit and you fucking see how it fucking goes.
Right? That is not correct. That we need to improve to make more money and to save on the amount of time and money and resources we need to complete this project.
Yeah, because every single AAA gaming fucking studio fucking goes into fucking making a fucking great, they go into the fucking thing like, okay, guys, what's our aim here? Okay, we're aiming to make a game which is not fucking good, but we're going to fucking make sure we have too many fucking staff, so we fucking overpay everyone and not make much money. That's our goal. That's our aim. That's our ambition. No, Phil is under assumption that in game studios intentionally make games average. You know what I mean? Like, he has no concept of how it all works. Yeah, really, doesn't he?
That's what I would do. That was my job.
That was your fucking job. Your fucking job was fucking given to you by your fucking daddy, and you were fucking terrible at it, and you got fucking fired for being so shitty at your fucking job. That's why your daddy tried to keep you on board for as long as fucking possible. God help me. God fucking help me. Anyway. Whatever. While we have some time to kill, while we wait for Phil to go live, let's enjoy the Snort Vanilla compilation from yesterday's antics. Of course, it includes some of the podcast stuff, which we have already seen earlier on, but fuck it. We'll see some of it again.
The new Acerto game doesn't have a big multiplayer community yet. We're playing it for the sim aspect. We're not trying to get into giant multiplayer communities. I'm playing it to sim driving. Do you get it? That's the point of the streams. I don't know what you're even talking about. No, like not a single person has said multiplayer yet. I don't even know why you would even think that. We're simming driving. That's the point. You're immersing yourself into simulation of driving. That's why I bought the wheel. Not to play games multiplayer online. Like, what are you talking about? We have games online. Like Mario Kart is online. Oh, I'm going online to competitively race against others. I have no intention of doing that. I'm not a competitive racer. Why would you even think that unless you're stupid? And you just assume things that no one even talked about. Anyway.
Fuck you, you toxic idiot.
How much you want to bet this weekend people were talking on their Discord servers? Oh, Phil's gonna play a driving game this week. What game would be the train wreck game that it would...
It's kind of funny Phil mentions this. Phil assumes that every single detractor Discord is just like full of nothing but like, oh, we're gonna... Let's just like spin some conspiracy theories as to what Phil has gotten up to in his like fucking precious day off or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, oh, what sort of fucking shenanigans is going on now, whatever. No, I'll show you. I'll show you precisely how simple and straightforward Like, hold on 2 seconds. I want to show you a wee example here. You know, like, I'm going to show you a wee screenshot from my member Discord of what happens usually when Phil has a day off. This is an example of what I just what happens in the fucking member Discord. Hold on 2 seconds. Yeah, so just very simple, straightforward stuff, you know. Hold on, so like 2 seconds here. So you want to see what happens in a DSP Bingo member Discord on a Saturday when Phil is off? I'll show you exactly what happens. I just kind of had to share the screenshot of my member Discord just so I can show you the image in the first place. This sort of shit happens. Pretty simple, pretty chill, you know. Just people talking about fucking games, whatever, you know what I mean? Don't say people talking about Phil, whatever, you know what I mean? What, you know, Naruto Ronan's in there, Sticky Man's in there, Sclerotic's in there, you know what I mean? Just chill, and I'm just saying, hope we're all enjoying a detox from Phil. I'm watching that being said and enjoying a nice chill Saturday. Like, this is literally, that was it. It's nice and chill, it's straightforward shit, you know what I mean? Sclerotic was enjoying his day off as well. Happy Phil's day off. Phil was under the assumption that on every single Saturday, when Phil is not doing content or whatever, people are trying to fucking come up with some bizarre fucking, you know, crazy conspiracy theories. What lies can we make about Phil Burnell? What sort of bizarre fucking theories can we spin today to make Phil Burnell look even more fucking twisted and, you know, cynical than usual? No. For the most part, we're just fucking enjoying a break from the fucking bad man. You know, we're just fucking happy to fucking have a day off from fucking Phil's bullshit. But I just like this is a glimpse into, you know, and Phil's got a day off. We're just enjoying and embracing the fucking day off. I'll tell you enjoy some of that being said as well in this area, which I often do sometimes. Anyway, what's Phil saying here? Good morning all, and one person responds, good morning. Likely a short podcast today, got nothing to really discuss. Well, OBS is crashing non-stop, so I think I need to restart. Keep in mind I changed Natohin, lol. Okay, getting set up again. I hope OBS opens now. So Phil's having some severe tech issues, guys. Isn't that tragic? Also, Phil is saying maybe a short podcast today, so I'm in 2 minds. Look, tomorrow, Tuesday, Phil is planning to have a very short non-podcast show because he's going to commit most of the day stream to playing a new game on a mission 2. So tomorrow we're doing a 3x3 bingo card, you know. But I'm wondering what I should do today as well. Should today also be a 3x3 bingo card? Because Phil is implying it's going to be a short podcast. What do you guys think? Should we on the fly just assume that today's podcast might be slow and not as long, and should we just go by a 3x3? I think we might be better off. Yeah, I think I'm going to, you know, make the executive decision and make today's bingo card a 3x3. I'm actually going to do it. Hold on. So I'm going to let this play out. So you guys keep enjoying this little compilation from Snort Burnell. Meanwhile, I'm going to work on amending the bingo card so it's 3x3 instead of 5x5.
Suck ass, and he'd look stupid, and we'd enjoy it, but he wouldn't get any attention from positive people, therefore it would tank his business. Gee, I wonder what it would be. Oh, let's tell him to play the old Assetto Corsa, where everyone is a pro at the game and is a master, so if he plays it online, they'll whoop his ass every match, and everyone will laugh at him. Yeah, let's do that. Sounds like a great idea. How about kiss my ass? You fucking losers. No, now we're not doing Assetto Corsa, ever. It's permanently banned. There you go.
And then you people, Phil's a toxic streamer. No, you tried to make me look like that. I was gonna say a couple things. Number one, all right, kick support has been way down. We are down 150 subs on Kick. Meaning I had 150 subs and they expired, and no one has either re-upped or gifted to make up for those. So we're way down on support on Kick right now. Okay, just being honest. It sucks. What can I do? I'm hoping that we will get a rallying of support on Kick starting right now. Let's get those subs back. Let's get that support going, right? Let's go. Let's get some subs right now on Kick to get that momentum back. Okay? Let's do it. and they threw money at him like crazy. And then finally, like a scam artist, he danced around stream like a preacher, and hallelujah, the money's coming in, hallelujah. And then at the end of the stream, all he did was say that he had a cat.
How do you get the majority of your support from people who never chat in your stream? Usually it comes from people who frequently participate in chat. That's weird. You do realize that I'm one of the most harassed streamers on the planet, and people who talk in my chat get harassed. So let's say you like the
You know, I've never really... Phil trying to imply that he is the most, like, harassed streamer on the planet just does not sit well with me. Who remembers? Remember when a fucking psychopath live streamed themselves shooting people? And they fucking had some sort of thing to do with PewDiePie. Like, you know, like they claimed they were a PewDiePie fan or something while they were fucking shooting people on a live stream. You know? No, Phil, you cannot, you don't get fucking sit there and say you got the fucking worst trolls. You know, there's also a lot of other examples, like Wings trolls are fucking notoriously fucking crazy, you know what I mean? But I can remember that whole bizarre fucking shit about the guy that fucking shot about like a, was it a church? He shot about a fucking church. And I think they claimed there was some sort of, you know, this is like, I don't know, I can't remember exactly how PewDiePie tied into it. Like, they were saying, I don't know if it happened while they were fucking live streaming the fucking thing. It's horrible shit though. Like, PewDiePie's name was tied to this horrible fucking mass killing. You know what I mean? Like, for fuck's sake, and what does Phil get? Phil gets made fun of because he fucking jerked off on the internet. Yeah, they're comparable, aren't they? They're fucking comparable. Fuck off, Phil. But Phil's gonna fucking sit there and say he's the most harassed streamer in the fucking planet. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
content and you don't want to get harassed, you probably would support from behind the scenes, correct? I mean, if you're smart, just saying. Like, sadly, I get people who come by and they don't do that, and the next thing you know, they're telling me how they're getting harassed, and I'm like, I'm sorry for that, but that's part of the problem of having all your stuff online. Like, some people, I hate to say it's 2025, but some people still think like it's safe to have your YouTube account the same exact name as your Facebook account, the same exact name as your TikTok and your X account. And
This is the same bastard that had the fucking password Mr. Stupid 1 for various fucking utilities and fucking, like, he had this password Mr. Stupid 1 for a lot of different accounts, whether it's to do with his fucking business, or whether it's fucking to do with fucking utilities in his own fucking home, or whether it's fucking to do with like Brazos or not. You fucking name it. The amount of shit so yeah, if that's like, if you have never heard of Phil's, yeah, Phil honestly had a password Mr. Stupid 1, and the tractors found it, but it's on like Kiwi Farms, and yeah, they had some fun with that. Yeah, that's some good lore to fucking look up, man. I'm sure WPIG covered that. Surely WPIG covered that at some point, you know, but if you've never seen that sort of fucking, you know, arc, I would highly recommend looking into it, because that shit was fucking insane. Phil's gonna fucking preach about internet security when he has a fucking this is the same guy who claimed he was fucking, what was Phil's wording? Somebody socially engineered his Walmart account to cancel his Nintendo Switch orders. You know, that bullshit. And he's gonna fucking sit there and tell people what to fucking do for internet security. Get the fuck out of here.
And by the way, you got all your private information on there public for everyone. That's an absolutely, positively horrible idea. It couldn't be worse. Seriously, couldn't be a worse idea, because people will find ways to harass.
So see, you want to know the safest way. If you're a Phil fan, okay, and you're concerned about being targeted by people within Phil's community, the safest approach is just to not give Phil money. If you don't give Phil any money, you're likely to stay a lot safer from being a victim from Phil's twisted community.
And people will do it just for the sake of doing it. Not even if they get something out of it. They just want to get away with it. So you can't, to this day, you have to have, you know, things that are protected. You should not have your private information listed publicly on the internet at all. Okay?
Oh my God, he's drinking sperm?
So, yeah, it sucks. But a lot of people who like me are what they call the silent majority, the lurkers. They watch the content, they'll watch the stream, they'll watch the on-demand video, but they're not here to actively chat because they just don't want to have that hassle of, you know, online nonsense. So
If they're a fucking majority, then why the fuck are I not giving you money to fucking make sure you pay a bit. What, I mean, when you say majority, Phil, what size is this majority? When you say majority, what size is this majority? You have a YouTube channel which is 217,000 plus subscribers strong, apparently, you know? Are you saying there's 200,000 people just lurking there silently that are not really bothering to give you money unless very rarely? Are you talking about fucking the live stream audiences when there's like a few hundred people in there? Like 200, 300, 400 in there. And you're trying to imply there's like fucking 200 to 300 people lurking silently who choose not to give you money usually. You know what? I'm going to just say it like so. I think we need to give the majority of Phil's audience a lot more credit than they deserve. I don't know why. Phil's fans, I know if I can dismiss them all as being fucking dumb as shit, whatever, but I think they've cottoned on. I think they've clued up now. They actually fucking know that they don't really need to lift a finger in order to get what they want from Phil's content. Allow it to elaborate. We expect whales to come by and save Phil when he fucking cries hardest for them. But even his audience also knows this as well. Even his fans knows this as well. They know if they wait long enough, they don't have to fucking contribute and fucking step up, because somebody, usually, almost always comes up and steps up for them. So this is why Phil's support is fucking dwindling and drained, because it's the usual suspects. As you can count on both hands the usual suspects that are fucking providing Phil's 90% of Phil's income. You know? That, you know, so the silent majority, no, they don't have to fucking, they don't have to fucking lift a finger, because someone else is going to fucking step up and save a day for Phil and his precious goals.
So they just support and move on their way, so that way there's no chance of that. And I see absolutely nothing wrong with that at all. I think it makes perfect sense that people would be doing that.
Dishonesty. I hate dishonesty because I think that's little shit kind of behavior. That's like if you're a real coward. That really gets that gets to me. It's worse than a pet peeve. That like really pisses me off.
Cydia says, do you feel like you're the unwilling villain of a streaming world? One day when you're long and gone, maybe a documentary will be made about how you were actually based. I'm literally not a villain to anything. I want you to think about it this way, all right? A villain is usually someone who's through their heinous actions hurt others, and therefore, that's why they're seen as a negative presence.
That's like me, right? That's like me.
I want you to ask you a question. Who do I hurt every day when I turn on a stream and I play games? Who do I hurt when I turn on a stream and I hang out with people and I talk and we have a good time, and then people willingly support my content? Who am I hurting? Am I making slanderous, defamatory content?
And then people willingly support my content. You know, it's got nothing to do with you fucking begging profusely, holding games at fucking random, holding them fucking hostage. You know, give me fucking money or the game gets it.
And that could hurt other people's reputations and bring them down and ruin them? No. Am I shilling stuff to you that's low quality garbage, but I'm making you spend your hard-earned money on junk so I can get ahead? No. Am I misrepresenting the games I'm playing to make you buy stuff so that I'll make money and get ahead? No. The stuff that I do is actually completely, definitively helping people.
What the fuck? Are you fucking serious?
Because you're either getting entertainment out of it, you're getting informed, or let's face it, you're one of the many leeches of a giant ecosystem that suck on me every day to actually make content for a content mill. Because that's what it is. It's the Dark Side Phil content mill every day. So literally, my very existence on the internet is a positive, beneficial thing. There's no way you could ever spin me into being a villain. Unless you could lie so that you can make more content for your content mill, by which you're actually getting positive stuff out of it, in which case I still can't be a villain. Just by its very nature, the nonsense that these people spout proves that I'm not a villain.
This is like Phil trying to imply that Hitler can't be a fucking villain because he's very good at being an example of how not to treat other people. You know? This is like Phil's basically saying, well, if you look at Hitler, you know what I mean? Look what he tried to do to all the Jews, you know what I mean? And obviously that's a bad thing, you know what I mean? So you can look at Hitler, and Hitler can't be the villain because he's a good person to fucking point at and say he shouldn't be doing that. You know? You're like, what the fuck? I don't know. Maybe that's a stretch on my part. Who fucking knows? But yeah, I don't know. It's just so fucking bizarre for Phil to try and paint himself as some... Remember, the opposite of a villain is a hero. So Phil is trying to portray himself as a hero to the internet in general and to detractors.
But the bottom line is the people who watch that stuff are too dumb. I mean, these are the biggest mouth-drooling dunces of the planet. These are not fucking intelligent people. These are people who just sit around and want to be part of drama for drama's sake. Not because it's true, but because they get their jollies off being a part of something on the internet, which is really dumb. Groupthink mentality from a sheep, a mindless mule, right?
Meanwhile, the majority of the audience, when they fucking throw you money, usually fucking include some sort of fucking strange fucking distractors sort of fucking comment at the end. You have fucking indoctrinated your fucking entire audience into fucking supporting you, thinking it's sticking it to the fucking detractors or trolls, whereas we're fucking just laughing at them for fucking them losing their fucking money because you fucking throw it down the fucking black hole of WWE champions and DoorDash and gin. You know, you have fucking somehow hoodwinked your audience into believing that you getting the hundreds of dollars somehow hurts us and makes us fucking suffer. Whereas we all fucking know, before the end of that fucking day is done, that money is all fucking gone. Just fucking Thanos snapped out of fucking existence, gone to the usual fucking suspects of fucking wasted expenditure, and this next fucking day is a brand new day to beg again because you're stuck on $0 fucking dollars.
Right? So, yeah, there's absolutely no way that I could ever be spun as a legit villain.
I'm the villain. I'm the guy who did it wrong, right? You think I'm the villain? Go fuck yourself. And here's the other thing these idiots don't realize too. Like, one of them is in the chat and kick right now and just said, here's to hoping you never hit more than 3 goals in a row ever again. That's what he just said.
Fucking ridiculous. Like, Phil's hit we have witnessed vest streaks, which was 276 goals in a row, which saw Phil Burnell getting in pocket over, what, 30 fucking grand from his audience? Easily, you know? And the money was gone. Not very long, and the money's all gone. People asked him where the vest streak money went, and Phil's like, oh, went to pay bills. So that's what your usual fucking... That's normal.
All right? So I want you to think about this. This person just actively publicly said, the detractors hope you will never hit more than 3 goals.
No, Phil, they did not say that. No. You're twisting their fucking words, and you're using the fucking words of one fucking person to portray a whole fucking group. Now, Phil, you have a fucking fan called Derek. You know, this is a very questionable individual, and someone who you are peer pressured by Kino Casino into fucking banning, even though you don't understand why you had to ban them. Derek is somebody who fucking likes content about young little girls. Phil does absolute fucking best to protect them at all fucking costs. Should we fucking assume that Derek is a representative of every single DSP fan out there, Phil? Would that be very fair? Would that be fair if we fucking use Derek as a sole representative of every single Phil Burnell fan that fucking exists on this fucking planet? I'm going to rewind that. So hear what Phil said the guy said, and then hear how he fucking twists it as to how his one person's run. Doesn't even name the guy. Some random larper on fucking Kick. And apparently this fucking one random larper on Kick is the sole voice and representative of all fucking detractors everywhere.
More than 3 goals in a row ever again. That's what he just said. All right? So I want you to think about this. This person just actively publicly said, the detractors hope you will never hit more than 3 goals in a row again. Well, ladies and gentlemen, starting right now, let's hit more than 3 goals in a row. Phil has the pignosis. He mind and brainwashes his viewers into contributing.
We actually, so we didn't see this on Bingo yesterday. We'd won Bingo by this point in time, thank fuck, because we didn't see this yesterday.
To show these fuck faces that they don't affect me, because they don't.
But Phil, you could fucking make 300 goals in a fucking row. In fact, you're probably not far off from that. Ever since you fucking brought back this fucking bizarre, you know, goal system, you know what I mean? You know, you've hit, you know, you're 200 plus, you know? So, like, Phil, it doesn't matter though. The money you make is inconsequential because you fucking you fucking just splurge it all anyway in the fucking usual suspects. Phil, you were given almost $2,000 a couple of Fridays ago. An astro, so you hit like fucking 10 goals in one day, on one stream. And did it change your life? No. things went back to normal very fucking quickly. You know, it affects us in no fucking way whatsoever. It's no money out of our fucking pockets.
Right? They don't. We're already on the way to the goal. Tonight we're doing truck sim. Tomorrow let's hit it with blueprints. Yes, with blueprints. Let's hit a goal with cast and chill. Let's prove them wrong.
You know, I'm actually on board with Phil here. I hope that Phil Burnell, actually here we go, okay? Here's what we should hope for, guys, right? Stick with me on this. I hope that Phil Burnell hits 10 goals per stream for the next year. You know, let's have Phil Burnell hits $1,500 per stream, $3,000 per day. Doesn't that seem fair and reasonable, Phil? I'm with you, Phil. Fuck it, you know, let's fucking bankrupt your entire fucking audience and fan base. Because fuck it, it's their fucking money, it's not our fucking money, it's their fucking money. Let them go bankrupt. Again. Let them fucking have to fucking live in fucking streets and cardboard boxes so they can fucking make sure you get to fucking fulfill your fucking WWE champions desires and get to stuff your fucking piggy face full of fucking pizzas and burgers and get to fucking just drink your fucking way into a fucking depression. Who cares? It's not, you know, it's only their fucking money after all. Well, fuck it, yeah, well, go on, Phil, yeah, go on. You rally your fucking dent heads into fucking giving you all the fucking money. Go for it, pal. I'm on board for this. Bankrupt every single one of those dumbass dent heads. Because I'm sick and tired of fucking trying to warn them what the fucking money, or where that fucking money goes to. They fucking deserve to fucking lose their money at this point in time. You fleeced those bastards, Phil. You fleeced those fucking window-licking idiots.
Let's get this going and show them that there is success in being positive, not being a toxic piece of garbage who brings down others around you so you can step on them to get ahead. Not that someone who lies and cheats and shills and basically makes sure that everyone else, again, has to suffer so that you can be successful. You don't need that to happen to be successful in life. Now, you may be taking the harder path.
And to tell you something, Phil's live. Shit, I've got to check. How long has he been live for? Oh, the Batman's been live for a while. Holy shit. My bad. I went back too far. The Batman's been live for a little while. Oh, 2 seconds. Come on, alright, okay, here we go. 2 seconds, guys, sorry. I forgot to check where Phil was. I was supposed to be ranting and raving. But we can put him on pause, we can build some speed up juice, and we should all be good. Now, remember, Phil has claimed it's going to be a shorter podcast today, which is why we're doing a 3x3 bingo card. So just a wee word of warning in case you weren't aware. Today's bingo card is 3x3. So there we go. Now let's go back to the Snort Now compilation and enjoy the rest of it.
You may be taking the tougher route. It may be that you have to work harder than everyone else, that you have to suffer a little bit more and be a little bit more stressed than everyone else to do it, but you could still do it. And then you can actually sleep at night because you're not a scumbag who tried to ruin everyone around you for your own personal gain. I'm not like that.
That's a legendary hunter. Great. His claws fell off. Did you see that? He landed and the claws popped off his hand. I'm trying to attack. I'm still trying to attack. Oh, crap. This is gonna be annoying, because Lies of P has never had a lot of platforming like this. Actually, that's never been the focus of Lies of P. So now they're making a platforming room in the DLC, and it's like, yeah, but the platforming in this game isn't very precise. So I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this. Lies of P was way more about the visceral gameplay, trying to emulate Bloodborne, and not really about platforming, so I don't know.
I can be good at games if I want to. If I actually want to take a minute to try to be serious with it, I can do it.
I want to drop like straight down, like right here. Nope. Oh no, I landed in there with an item, but I died. The fall damage is crazy. I wonder if there's a way to negate fall damage in this game.
Why are you trying to take shortcuts, Phil? Just go the route.
was unblockable, and that's the one I was gonna try to parry.
We saw this on the end of Bingo yesterday. Yeah, I
This
get
is
it.
not the legendary hunter that everyone thought. It's somebody else.
Yeah, it's fucking hammer fucker destroyed Phil over and over again.
Didn't work. I did the charge heavy. Didn't work. Yeah, the charge heavy isn't working. I don't get it. I did the charge heavy to stun her. It doesn't work. I think these Wolverine claws are fucking stupid. They don't seem to work right. I did charge heavy. It had no effect on her whatsoever. Maybe the key here is to try to get behind her then.
Scat man.
Hold on. Leave this
I
laboratory.
don't get it. I'm standing directly behind her, and it even shows backstab, and I go to do it, and it doesn't give me backstab. I died from area of effect. Yeah, I died from overheat. Lame. So I can parry. I didn't even realize this. I've been playing this now 9 hours, almost 10. I had no idea you could parry the red moves when they glow red. I thought you had to dodge. I didn't realize you could parry them. I guess that indicates they're unblockable, but it doesn't mean you can't parry them.
No one even told me that. I've been playing this for 10 hours. I didn't realize that. You know, I didn't remember that from...
Of course it's the chat's fault. How did a fucking chat not fucking tell you a fucking game mechanic you should have fucking picked up on from a game you claim to fucking really enjoy? How did a chat fucking forget to fucking remind you of something you should have fucking known in the first place? It's great. I can't believe he's fucking that. This is chat's fault. No one reminded me. No one reminded me of this fucking thing. They weren't meant to remind you, Phil. What are they supposed to fucking remind you that fucking, you know, if you push up on the analog stick, you fucking walk forward? X to jump? You know, what are it? Are they supposed to fucking go through some sort of fucking, you know, little reminder fucking cheat list for, you know, at the start of every stream? Like, now, Phil, in case you forgot, you know, the circle button fucking does a wee dash, and the X button fucking does a wee jump. No, actually, if you press it twice, you do a double jump. It's fucking great. Yeah, you press triangle, you fucking change your camera. Fuck off. Don't blame the fucking audience for your own fucking incompetency.
in the original game, so now I know you can parry the red moves.
Please support the stream. Since I started playing Lies of P, I received 2 super chats from Profit Oneer. That's it. So we were over $100 of support before I started playing the game. I start playing the game and we get $4. We're 43 away with 90 minutes left. Guys, we need to have a good week this week to come back and get into momentum. Last week we had a lot of staggering with trying to finish up Clair Obscure, Mind's Eye, and the like. Let's get support right now. Let's get some subs over on Kick to get momentum back. I told you guys, sadly, during the last week and a half, I lost 150 subs on Kick.
Who fucking
All right?
cares?
We need to get some support back, please. Let's get some subs on Kick. Let's get some super chats, some tips. Let's hit that goal right now. That way I can just say, hey, let's focus on this game for the rest of the stream. If not, now I got to keep bringing it up, which I don't want to. But let's hit that goal. All right.
And that is the biggest lie that Phil tells these days. You know, without a shadow of a doubt. Phil pretending to his fucking audience say he fucking doesn't move the goalposts whenever a goal is hit. Guys, if we hit a fucking goal, I'm not going to have to mention it again the rest. No, fuck off. He still mentions it. But guys, we hit 1 goal, it'd be great if we could hit 2 though. You know, just saying. I want to stuff my face with a pizza. Hint, hint.
All right, let's get some support.
No, you spoiled fucking brat. That's not how life works. I've just received a very generous $50 tip from Lisa Lou. Shout out to Only Iced Coffee. I've never run into this thing before. What is it, a money creature? Yeah, look, it's a money creature. It just throws money around. What the hell was that? I'm just curious, with all the LARPers sitting over on Kick,
Phil, at this point in time, you've hit your goal. You claimed you weren't going to have to ask for any more money because Lisa Lou made sure you hit the fucking goal. So, continue your point.
How does it feel to, like, encyclopedically memorize everything that, like, PPP says and to, like, regurgitate it in my stream chat? Like, do you feel like you're real people?
So it says the fucking guy that keeps fucking saying, let's get some subs, and randomly applauds like they fucking do, whatever, and has an animation for fucking hitting a goal. How much shit have you stolen from the Kino Casino? In terms of fucking gimmicks and fucking phrases and sayings. Oh, let's felt this person. Let's felt that person. Wet felted Phil.
Or do you just feel like you're like tools? I'm just curious. Like if all I did was like regurgitate what someone else said, like a big fanboy. Like imagine if every stream all I did was do AVGN quotes. You know, like maybe that you're a loser, you're just repeating this guy all day, every day. Like, grow up. Like no one cares. The guy's a fucking weirdo. No one gives a shit about what he has to fucking say about me, that's for sure. I don't. I mean, if you...
I mean, Phil, if you didn't care, you wouldn't bring it up. If you claim, if you're honest and sincere about not caring, you would not be bringing it the fuck up. The fact you're bringing it up shows you clearly do fucking care. You dumb bastard.
you want to talk about it, go for it. Go talk about it somewhere else. You don't have to talk about it here.
So it doesn't get to you, but please keep it away from Phil, even though it doesn't get to him, because he doesn't want to see it in his chat, even though it doesn't bother him. But it doesn't want to see it, guys. It doesn't bother him whatsoever. But don't you dare do it in his chat. But it doesn't annoy him though. He doesn't care, apparently.
Worship the guy like a fucking god or something. The way you just repeat every word he says. But a lot of salt, definitely a lot of sodium flavor.
I can't hit him. I'm dead. I couldn't hit him. He was standing right next to me. And because they decided to put this weird elevation there, I just could swing past him a million times. Awful. Can't do anything. I'm stuck. Awful. Dude, this sucks. They set up annoying fucking choke points.
Tomorrow we're going to be doing a stream of blueprints, which should be fun. And then tomorrow night we're doing a new game, Cast and Chill. That's the new indie fishing game. If you're wondering, gee, when will there be more lives of Pete? I think we're swinging back to it Wednesday, because I think we're doing Onimusha 2 on the
Who fucking cares?
Okay? All right, guys, thank you. See you tonight for Truck Sim. Peace out. Look in the mirror. You see that? That's the biggest idiot in the fucking room right now. You have spent money on junk. That game's always sucked. $100 for Hogan's.
Bruh.
There's still this back here. And it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always...
£1 fake tip tipped £1. Sideways glance, no driving license confirmed.
I mean, hold on. Didn't Phil deny that though? Oh, that was one of the clips we actually saw. Thank you very much for the tip, by the way. But Phil said that was a detractor meme though. Like, that was one of the clips we saw at the start here. You know, this clip here.
Does the king still have a valid driver's license? I don't know. Did some mouth-drooling retard tell you I didn't? Some complete idiot told you I didn't have a license? Well, maybe you shouldn't listen to dummies.
But I have no idea. Is this some sort of detractor meme that's been going around? Because I have no idea. I've not heard of anything about this, but I assume there is some sort of new detractor meme or theory going about that Phil doesn't have a driving license. You know, I don't know, because it's just weird. You know, that it's like it seems to keep popping up. I don't know. It's fucking bizarre. I don't understand. Anyway, let's watch the outro. We need to watch. Every time we watch Snot Brunel, we need to watch the outro.
And it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind.
Is always telling me
it's WWE Champions
time. I love it.
I love it.
I can't fucking help it. It's so fucking good. Outros are, I mean, Snot Brunel's videos are great, but the outros are the best part. You just can't fucking help it, man. It's just fucking it's in your head. Oh goodness me, guys! It's time for some bingo. It's time to start some bingo. So thank you very much for that, of course. Indeed. So also, Phil has implied today is going to be a shorter podcast. Because of that, I have taken the executive decision to do a 3x3 bingo card instead of a 5x5 bingo card. Phil's implied it's going to be a shorter one. You know, I don't want to con you guys and doing a big bingo card if Phil was going to do a shorter podcast. I feel like I'd be cheating you guys. If Phil's going to say it's going to be a shorter one, and I'm still doing a 5x5 card. You get what I'm saying? So I don't want to do. I don't want to do that to you guys. I don't want to fucking con you. So yeah, we're going to buy a 3x3 card, which doesn't guarantee anything. By the way, that doesn't guarantee we're going to fucking win or anything. You know, who fucking knows? But yeah, also, and to play bingo though, we need a bingo number for today's bingo card. But the first number, the very first number in chat I see, will be the number I use to generate today's bingo card. No pressure, but make a good one. The very first number in chat I saw was from Guybrush Fleetwood, who said 52. We'll type that in and we'll generate the card. This is today's, oh for God's sake, this is a tough one. This is today's bingo card we have for today's show. We need Phil to say and do the following. We need Phil to bring up politics in some manner. Him saying you guys, example, engagement, DSP tries it, time, okay, him displaying some usual jealousy, and finally, him saying feedback, ack. So there we fucking go. That is today's bingo card we have for today's show. Also, the aim of the game is to try and get a full house on a bingo card. If I manage to do that, we add 10 buckaroos to that bingo price and you see below the bingo card. There's a variety of ways we can get free spaces to help us on our way to a full house. For example, if Phil burps, snorts, or sips 10 times before he starts recording for his shitey gameplay, that gives us all a free space. For every 6 minutes and 40 seconds that Phil begs, that too gives us free space. For every 5 new or rejoining members to the bingo streams, that also gives us free space. And finally, in my opinion, the best way for us to get free spaces, 50 likes is 1 free space, 75 likes is 2 free spaces, and 100 likes is not only getting free spaces, but you guys also getting to enjoy the Bubbles animation made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations to celebrate 100 likes on the stream. Plus, if Jade shows up and Phil says hi to Jade, you get a free space for that as well. It happened yesterday, it may happen today as well, who fucking knows. But as always, we can get free spaces on a bingo card, and I'll say, you know, some of the ways you get, some of the methods of getting free spaces you guys are in full control of, but some of the other methods, of course, are also, you know, in Phil's control of the things he says and does, as well as him big and little bitch that he is. So there we go. There's some more things to cover, of course, but I'm going to let Phil explain for me.
Well, hello everyone, Phil Burnell here, letting you know about King Jad's Bingo and Marbles gameplay on YouTube. Now, you need to leave a post in the community tab to enter, and that's it. A lucky winner will be picked by playing Marbles at the end of the month. It is just that easy, any mouth-drooling idiot can do it.
Thanks, Phil, you bug-eyed, cross-eyed piece of crap. Our pig's spinning up for us all to enjoy. Good stuff indeed, Aussie. As Phil implies, you know, you've got, you know, there's a marble race at the end of the month. If you cannot find the community post, which is linked in the description of his live stream, in the chat, if you're on live stream, just type in the marbles, and it will provide you with a link to that community post. I know for some reason, some people have problems finding the community post, which is linked in the description. So if that's the case, you know, just type in marbles as well, and it'll provide you with a link in the chat right then and there. So there you go. And also as well as you know, so the bingo prize fund made up of a variety of different things. For example, every time we get a full house bingo card, it adds $10 to the bingo prize fund. Every Friday we try and complete very challenging marble maps, and for every one we complete, it adds $10 more per completed map to the bingo prize fund. As well as that, of course, a quarter of the money I make on YouTube every single month goes directly towards that bingo prize fund. And finally, tips. 100% of tips I get, no matter how big or small those tips are, goes directly towards that bingo prize fund. And that tip that came in earlier on during the Snort Banana video, I'll add that right now. So there we go. Every single tip that comes in, as I said, you know, no matter the size of it, goes directly towards that bingo prize fund. And that's how the bingo prize fund is made up. We try and build up the bingo prize fund as much as we can, and at the very end of the month we have that marble race to determine once and for all who gets to take home half of that bingo prize fund. But if you want a chance of winning half of that bingo prize fund, you've got to make sure you have your own marble secured, and you get your own fucking marble by leaving a comment in that community post. You've got to be in it to win it, as the old saying goes. Right, fucking good stuff indeed. I think I've covered all the bases. The only thing left me to do really is just to press the random Scottish soundboard button to send us off into battle once more.
Oh God, shut the fuck up, you cunt!
It's a random, okay. On that note, at time bingo. Good luck everybody. Here we fucking go.
Good morning, everyone. Sorry for the late start live here on stream. Had some tech issues, but we're here. Today, we're just going to talk about some minor tweaks and updates to the schedule, to the setup, and just chill for a little bit. There's really nothing going on to warrant a lengthy podcast, so we'll hang out as long as you guys want. And if that means that we end the show a little bit on the earlier side to get more gameplay of Blueprints and hopefully get to the end game and see it through, then so be it. So, It's a chill day. Sit back and relax. It's time for likely a shortened episode of the Level 1 podcast.
Shut up, Phil. Hold on. Wait, two things. Image. There we go. I didn't have the background image on for the bingo. That's my bad. There we go. We have time ticked off already. 1 down, 8 to go. Let's give a shitey intro. There we go. Good stuff.
Here you go. I even did the abridged intro for today. How's everyone doing? I hope you're doing well. I'm DSP, and this is the Level 1 podcast for Monday, June 16th, 2025. We have started the week strong. Yesterday, we hit the ground running with awesome streams of Lies of P Overture with major progress and multiple boss fights. And last night, a very chill interactive session of American Truck Simulator, which actually was better than the last one. Why? Well, I slightly adjusted the positioning of the wheel over here. But what I adjusted even more than that was my camera. So as you can see, my camera is now leaned back more. And because of this, now I'm more in frame, and the whole wheel was in frame, which worked out really well. Like, people really liked the fact that you could see it on camera.
The whole wheel was not in frame. The top part of the wheel was in frame, Bill. Don't lie to your audience. You're fucking lying to your audience by trying to claim the whole entire wheel was in frame. The top part of your wheel was in frame, which was a slight improvement from before.
So I'm going to keep this camera angle, not just for Truck Sim, but I'm going to try this for all games moving forward. Earlier, it was too close. Basically, I was like this. And like this, I mean, I'm like right in the camera. It's a weird angle. My head looks big. Sitting back more naturally like this, I think looks better, does it not? So, yeah, we're going to see how this works today. Give me your feedback, obviously, with this new camera angle, if you like it or not. I just had to basically really bend the arm that I use to mount the camera. It's flexible, but it's tough. It's like really tough to get to bend the way you want. But I messed with it, and I think that it's working pretty good. All right, so let me know today. Okay, now, today's an excellent day. Allow me to tell you why. It is an ultimate chill day. And you might say, what does that mean? You know, what do you mean by ultimate chill? Well, today, we have 2 relaxing games that I'm going to be playing on stream. The first is a puzzle game that I've been playing for 2 months called Blueprints, so I'm pretty sure you all know about it. We're in the end game, and if you remember, Blueprints is kind of on and off with popularity. Sometimes I play it, and everyone complains it's boring, and we get no support and no engagement. And then another time I'll play it, and a bunch of people who like the game will show up and be like, oh, I'll help you with this, we'll do this, here's support, and we'll hit goals and stuff. So it's really hard to read exactly what to do or what's going to happen with this game. Now, last week I had an ultimatum. I said, listen, we've now had several Blueprint streams where things did not go well, and I love the game and I want to see it to its true ending. But we're now over 50 hours in. So if people show up and engage and support with Blueprints and we have a great stream, I will keep it in the rotation. But if it doesn't happen, then that's it for Blueprints. Well, last week, you guys not only showed up, but you engaged and you supported. We hit multiple freaking goals. Yes, last week. Now, I never expected that. Not in a million years that we were going to be hitting multiple goals, during this stream. So obviously, I'm happy that happened because I like Blueprints. I've invested a ton of time in it, and I want to keep going. Now, the question is that going to keep happening? Today, with this Blueprint stream, which actually looks like it's going to be an extended Blueprint stream because I'm probably going to end this podcast early, can we get big progress? Can we draft the throne room, which apparently is the key to seeing the true ending of the game? Will we solve any more puzzles? If you remember, there's a couple puzzles that are still left undone. If we ever get the electric sledgehammer again, then I could go into the chess room, remember the chess puzzle, and we can knock down that wall and see what's hidden behind it. If we get the laser again, and we get the tomb, we can do the candle puzzle in there and see what that leads to. Also, if we get into the tomb, there's also another puzzle we can do with the statues, and we apparently have the order now to do that second puzzle. So there's a lot going on still in the game to this point. I mean, we've been doing so many different things, solving so many puzzles and the like, and we're still not done. There's still more continuing on, which is insane to think about, okay? So, today, I'm very happy to play Blueprints again and chill with you guys. But I really, really hope that today people will show up and engage and support, and I'm not sure if they're going to. Today, if we have a slow stream of Blueprints and we don't hit a goal and, attendance is just dwindling and everyone's complaining, then that's going to be it for Blueprints. I've really tried my best to keep this game working in the rotation, but I can't keep a game that people don't want going. We just finished Clair Obscure, thankfully. People want new stuff. I'm trying to bring new stuff to the streams, and Blueprints is like the one lingering game that won't complete. Let's see how it goes today. I hope it goes well. Remember, if you support during this podcast, it counts towards the entirety of the stream to keep Blueprints in the rotation. I mean, we very well might beat Blueprints today. I don't know. I don't know what the ending is. So because of that, I'm not sure how much longer we really have. But I guess we'll see how it goes today. Okay? Okay. So that's Blueprints, and that's the first stream. I'm hoping for the best. Tonight on the lead stream, we are doing something very different, something new, and something that's a throwback at the same time. Well, how can we be doing something new that's also a throwback, right? Well, years ago, in the summertime, right around this time of year, I started doing late night fishing chill streams. I would play Bassmaster on Game Pass on my Xbox Series X, and we would have fun fishing, relaxing, enjoying nature, but also interacting, talking, having these great hangout session streams. They lasted about a month and a half, 2 months, and then it kind of, ended because the fall started, all the big new games started coming out, and then we never really got back to it. But to be honest,
No, it fucking ended because no one gave you fucking money. You tried your fucking best to begin a lure streak, and it fucking died as soon as you try to fucking start it.
think we did everything there really was in that game. It was a very limited game for what it was. Now, for years, we've been waiting for more fishing games. Well, if you didn't know, Fishing Fest started today on Steam. Yes, it's actually called Fishing Fest. Okay, games like Dredge, games like Fishing Paradiso, Whisker Waters, and Sea Fantasy. But notably, the game that I am interested most in, all right, the game that I want to play is a new one that just comes out today, all right? The name of the game is Cast and Chill. It is an indie game. It is 8-bit graphics, okay? We actually played the demo of it back on Friday for about 30, 40 minutes. What you do is you go out on the lake, you fish, you sell the fish, you upgrade your rod, you upgrade the boat, you upgrade the line, you go back, you fish some more. You catch different fish because you have different lures and stronger line. Then you can buy a fishing license, which allows you to go to other lakes. During the course of your chill fishing, all kinds of cool stuff happens, like there's a day-to-night cycle, animals and scenery change. So it really is a nice, chill, relaxing game. That's what it's meant to be. That's why it's called Cast and Chill. The real advantage is playing this game, I will be able to hang out with you guys and have some fun conversation and chill vibe.
And fucking demand money from them on a fucking regular fucking basis. Yes, we get it, Phil. The game's not too distracting for you to fucking just turn around to your audience, stare at the fucking camera, and demand $50 fucking dollars.
So, Blueprints, Cast and Chill, today is a very, very chill day. And I certainly hope that you guys will...
No, I would chill for as long as he gets money. If he's not getting the fucking money, then oh boy, that chill will go right to the fucking window, and all of a sudden, big on fucking... It'll be code black. You know, fucking warning signs are fucking going off, you know what I mean? Oh shit, you know, Phil's not got the money, he thinks he fucking deserves, oh shit. All hands on deck, all hands open the Velcro wallets. Ah, Jesus. Steve points out, shame that Phil's got no relatives he could go fishing with in real life. Yeah, Phil's father, need to remind you all, Phil's father is a very keen and eager fisherman. But yeah, Phil wants nothing to do with his family. His family are really good for fucking getting pocket money from. Phil never really outgrew the whole pocket money thing. You know? I'm pretty confident Phil still receives money from his fucking dumbass parents on a fucking weekly basis, or a monthly basis. Because Phil probably thought to himself that he's fucking due it.
Hang out with me, interact, and enjoy. I keep, you know, for a few weeks there. Quite frankly, when I was playing games like Doom, right? When I'm playing other games where I have to be focused solely on the gameplay because it's so difficult. Those games, a lot of people say, well, it sucks, we want to hang out with you and you're not really interacting with us much. This will be the polar opposite. Today, I will absolutely be able to hang out and interact with all of you as much as you like. That's the whole point. Now, tomorrow will be kind of a half and half. Tomorrow, there will be no podcast at all. Tomorrow, we're just going to hang out for like 20 minutes, and then we're going to jump into the new Onimusha 2 HD, which came out last month, but we skipped it because I was in the midst of too many playthroughs. Well, now, we can finally start it. We're starting it tomorrow as the daytime stream. So,
who fucking cares? You know, guys, fuck it. I will be right back. You know, I'll be right back. Enjoy some Scottish Otters. Bear with me. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Towards Italians. If you're not Italian, you don't like these kind of seasonings, you don't have to use them, but I'm Italian and I love it. It complements the flavor perfectly. And it's so weird because it's nothing like any other cuisine. It really isn't. I can't even tell you another cuisine that tastes like that. But it's so good. And you know, what I like about Mediterranean food is usually when you get it, you get such a good variety of stuff. Like I got, it came with hummus and pitas. You dip the pitas in the hummus, and that was delicious. Robust. Insanely flavorful chicken. It's not dry. It's freaking robust. Give you this dipping sauce. But it's garlic infused dipping sauce. Robust. I will tell you guys is thus. Robust. Robust. They came with their rice, which is the seasoned rice. That just tastes, again, it tastes kind of different from other cultural rices. It has peas and carrots, but it's also got this unique seasoning in it that's really good. And then also a side salad, which was like lettuce, tomato, onion, robust, insanely flavorful chicken. It's not dry. It's freaking robust. Give you this dipping sauce, garlic infused dipping sauce. Robust. I will tell you guys.
a double-edged sword. It's been a rough year. Why does Phil always have to mention that there's a tips goal on the stream? And why does he have to mention if it's a slow day for contributions? And why does he have to bring that up? Big ups here, Dad. A very slow day for support. Please tip me. I need tips tonight. I jump on stream. Obviously, I need tips. Pay my taxes, pay my back taxes, pay my utilities, pay my mortgage, pay my internet bill, pay my utilities. Very slow day for support. Been 47 minutes, and only the third tip of the day. I really appreciate that. I need that way more. Pay my taxes, pay my back taxes, pay my utilities, pay my mortgage, pay my internet bill, pay my utilities. I'm a positive guy. I focus on positivity. I tell you guys every day on my stream, I'm not a person who revels in hurting others to get over. I will put out positive, fun gameplay content for you guys, and I will continue to be successful that way. And if I fail, I fail, but at least at the end of the day, I can say, hey, it was a slow day. It's been a very slow day for support. Please tip me. I need tips tonight. I jump on stream. Obviously, I need tips. Pay my taxes, pay my back taxes, pay my utilities, pay my mortgage, pay my internet bill, pay my utilities. Very slow day for support. Been 47 minutes, and only the third tip of the day. I really appreciate that. I need that way more. Pay my taxes, pay my back taxes, pay my utilities, pay my mortgage, pay my internet bill, pay my utilities. Please tip me. I need tips tonight. I need to pay bills over the weekend. I appreciate those who contribute in any way. Please, if you can tip me, do that rather than these super chats and membership. I need that way more, okay? Why do I say I'm not a children's entertainer? Because I'm not a Muppet. I'm not here to play a character. I'm not here to pretend that I'm something that I'm not. I don't dye my hair. I don't act stupidly constantly to get attention from children. I don't do stupid pranks. You know what I mean? I don't.
Alright, good people, I'm back. Sorry about that, but let's get on with DSP Bingo. Good strong start, of course. We're 4 away from a full house already.
Hope you'll join me for that, and that'll be exciting. I really liked Onimusha 1. I think Onimusha 2 will be just as good, if not better. Some people are saying it's like a masterpiece of the PlayStation 2 era, and that a lot of people love this game, so maybe it'll do really well. I don't know. And then tomorrow night will be Minecraft Chill, our weekly Minecraft Chill stream. We've been having great times with Minecraft recently. Notably, I went on adventures exploring the overworld and brought back a bunch of stuff to my homestead. So now we have different kinds of trees, and what we're thinking of doing is actually expanding a bit and building a separate pen where we can put things like the horses will be in one area and then the livestock will be in the other area. Maybe we could start penning stuff out where we have the different kinds of animals in their own sections. That's how I had it previously when I played Minecraft, so maybe we'll work on that tomorrow night, okay?
Who fucking cares?
Wednesday will be more Lies of P Overture. On Wednesday night, we will do a late night stream of Mario Kart World Knockout Tour. You guys seem to like when I do Mario Kart World multiplayer. It's always a good time. Usually I do decent. I make top 5, sometimes top 3. I did win a match, but I haven't won one in a couple of weeks. We'll see. But it should be fun. And then Thursday, we're going to do more Onimusha HD, Onimusha 2 HD. And Thursday night will be the new game. And we finally came to the determination of what the new game will be using my driving racing wheel. It's actually going to be Taxi Life Simulator, which I think I have it on my wish list.
What a surprise. What a fucking surprise. I told you guys you'd fucking lean towards that game. I told you all.
Yeah, Taxi Life, a city driving simulator, okay? This game simulates an actual business that you're running in Barcelona, Spain, picking up fares and, essentially making a living. And it's challenging because you have to be able to get people from point A to point B within a certain amount of time, but also not violate driving laws. It should be interesting. It has been verified. It does work with my Logitech G9.
Oh wow, Phil's fucking pig-splaining how a fucking job works as a taxi driver. So Phil would rather pretend to be a taxi driver than actually fucking go out and get a real job as a taxi driver to make ends meet. He'd rather simulate that.
920 wheel. So we're going to do that on Thursday night. I'm excited to see how that turns out. I hope it turns out well. You never know. The reviews are kind of mixed. You can take a look on Steam. It says mixed, and if you click on them, some people are saying that the game is a broken mess.
I assume it's somewhat... I mean, it sounds like an interesting game, but it also sounds somewhat limited, That's true. I mean, you're kind of like... You pick up someone, you drop someone off, but it's in a... Yeah. It's not like the biggest city in the fucking world, Is it meant to be a fucking accurate representation of, like, Barcelona? I don't know. I can understand why it's not got a lot of long-term appeal.
The game has lots of bugs that ruin the gameplay. There's no updates and it gets boring. I effing love this game. If you have a racing wheel, sit back and listen to your own music and play. It's so fun. Great game, has small quirks, but City Driving Simulation does this. It's the best you can get with a proper driving setup. It truly feels amazing. It's a good tool to be a real-life driver. Huh.
He's a racist. He's a sexist. Yes, that's true. I smell. I'm a dunce.
I guess some people have complained about the small scale of European Union roads, but it's realistic.
I mean, Phil, if you wanted to simulate being a taxi driver, just fucking play GTA 5.
Yes, that's true.
You can pretend to be a taxi driver in GTA 5 or GTA 4 for that fucking matter.
I smell.
You know, in fact, all the GTA games fucking have a taxi driver fucking, you know, mini game. You can do that shit in fucking Vice City, I believe,
Yes,
in San
that's true.
Andreas.
It was like
But yeah, Phil, there's nothing stopping you. There's nothing stopping you from fucking doing this shit in like just GTA, for example, if you want to fucking drive taxis.
It's weird when you see a game like this because the reviews are so completely contradicting. One person will say, oh, the game has game-breaking bugs, it's terrible, and the next person's like, no, this is amazing, it's really good. So how can it be both?
It's almost like different people have different opinions.
I have a 490 graphics card with a 13K setup, a $13,000 setup, and the game can't even run at high graphics. I don't understand how the devs get lazy and sloppy when it comes to updating games. I get the feeling these people have like older PCs and they can't play and they're pissed. But it looks good. The lighting actually looks pretty good. It looks like a very realistic, you know, sim style game. So that's going to be Thursday night, and then Friday we're either going to do more Onimusha 2 HD or Lies of P, and then Friday Night Fights, Capcom vs SNK 2 on PlayStation. Remember, we migrated. Well, didn't really migrate. We switched from PC to PlayStation last Friday, and it worked really, really well. It did. It went really well. Like, we were finding matches, and I was kicking ass. The lag was way lessened. So that was a huge improvement. So this week is a really good week, right? For variety, we got new games, we got chill stuff, we got all kinds of good stuff going on. I hope that you guys will join me all week long for the fun. It should be pretty good. I'm actually curious here.
Bruh.
I don't know how this works.
Fuck you, Phil.
Fuck you, Phil.
It's boring. You're boring, everybody. Quit boring everyone.
There we go. Okay. So, sorry, I got distracted. So, that's really what's on the agenda for this week. All right. Outside of that, honestly, there's not really much to talk about this morning. Like I said, it's a pretty chill day. Nothing too crazy going on. So,
get careful, guys. He's about to go into a begment. I can smell a beg is on the horizon. Within the next fucking 30 seconds, we're gonna get a beg. I'm confident.
I'm going to do some shout-outs because we have some shout-outs that some people have contributed. I want to get those on the leaderboard.
Is that count as a beg? No, I don't know. But yeah, Phil immediately segues into fucking, hey guys, I got money. That's great, but I want more money.
And then we're going to, hold on. And then we're going to be doing some Q&A for a little bit until you guys, you know, get bored or whatever. And then we are going to be playing Blueprints, okay?
Until we get bored. Phil, we're bored now. You know, I'm tapping the fuck out, Phil. We're bored and fucking now. Yeah, we're currently fucking gripped to the edge of our fucking seats here,
so,
Phil.
let me get this out of here. Sorry, there's a bunch of stuff was happening. I got distracted. All right, let's take a quick look.
It just gets to the point where it's so frustrating. I just want to have fun, man. I really just want to fucking have fun. That's it. That's all I want to do is have fun.
Huh? Someone took the book says, why do you play games on Game Pass? Is money that bad?
Which is actually a good point. Phil for always fucking bragging about being so financially well off, he doesn't fucking need to refund games or anything. Is a champion of Game Pass, you know? and bear in mind though, Phil has to pay for Game Pass. Phil has this bizarre notion that, you know, because he plays some games on Game Pass, the games are free. It's part of a paid service. You know? You pay for Game Pass. You know, so you're not getting games for free, Phil.
What are you talking about? Cast and Chill on Steam. Capcom Fighting Collection 2 on Steam and PlayStation. What else are we currently playing right now? American Truck Sim on Steam. Hold on.
These games are all, you know, the free games are just fucking spouted off there. Not very expensive whatsoever.
I'm gonna open it up. Elden Ring Night Ring, which we just played, on Steam. Mind's Eye, which we just played, on Steam. So there you go. There's a couple games that I'm playing on Game Pass, but not like Blueprints I am. No, actually, Lies of P wasn't on Game Pass. I had to re-download and buy it, so that's not, you know, on Game Pass. I had to pay.
Yeah, and you hated that. You were complaining about that. You were bitching and whining and moaning about that.
$50 to even play it. So I have no clue what you're talking about. You're completely factually incorrect. Okay. And then I received a $2 tip. Oh, by the way, Taxi Sim on Steam, $30.
And what's your point?
Or is it $40? 30 or $40? Let's see here. Oops, what the heck did I just click? This person tips $2 to talk about acne on my forehead. Well, good for you. If that's
Oh my god, what a waste of money, but still hilarious. Oh my god. I want to hear that one more time. Acne, acne on your forehead.
This person tips $2 to talk about acne on my forehead. Well, good for you. If that's really what you want to talk about, you can talk about it to yourself. I prefer not to discuss zits.
Phil, they're just fucking talking about what I've fucking seen on the stream right now. You're presenting your face and all the features that are on that face. You know? Like, what else are people meant to talk about on stream right now? You're boring people to fucking tears. What is it to talk about right now? Your face has been on screen for all this time and your acne is fucking present.
On a public podcast. Thanks. Okay. Some weird fucking people out there.
On a public podcast? Hold on, what was that strange wording?
This person tips $2 to talk about acne on my forehead. Well, good for you. If that's really what you want to talk about, you can talk about it to yourself. I prefer not to discuss zits on a public podcast. Thanks. Okay. Some weird fucking people out there, guys. Anyway. Guys, let's get some support this morning.
There we go. I knew it. Well, hold on. The big counter start here.
Okay. Some weird fucking people out there, guys. Anyway. Guys, let's get some support this morning, please. For the Level 1 podcast. Like I said, this is a very short show. Probably we're just going to do a little bit more Q&A or whatever, and then we're going to get to blueprints so we can get maximum progress today in the game.
So why
that's the whole idea
podcast?
here. So,
if a podcast is not going to be much, why support it?
how's everyone doing? Game Boy, how are you? How you doing, man? Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. How's everyone today? DJ and DJ says Roadcraft is a good game to use with your wheel. Now, Roadcraft, isn't that a game where you have to drive around with different kinds of vehicles, but they can get stuck and stuff like that? I don't know. I'm trying to remember. I feel like we saw it, like we watched it or something. What's up, X-Shooter? How you doing, man? Piper, how you doing? Rebecca, how you doing? Lukewarm Coconut, what's going on? I've heard...
Oh, hold on. Airhead is question, Phil, why pronounces it on a musha?
That some of these games aren't going to be good for my kind of stream, like Snow Runner, Mud Runner, Roadcraft, that they're like really extreme sims. Like they really try to emulate the experience of driving a certain type of vehicle, which I'm not interested in. I don't want to learn how to drive a tractor. You know what I mean? So I don't think that's going to be fun. It's more casual fun is what I'm looking for.
And why did you get a really expensive fucking steering wheel and pedals? If you're being casual about it. So you've got a really good steering wheel and pedal accessories, but you want a casualized gaming experience. It seems like a bit of a contradiction, doesn't it? This is like getting the fucking latest high-end PC with fucking latest, NVIDIA graphics card, just to fucking make sure you can play Minecraft at fucking 4,000 frames a second.
And what did I purchase the wheel for? To play casual driving. Like American Truck Sim, like this taxi game, like anything that's more casualized. I'm not a proper driver sim dude, you know that. I told you a million times. I'm not into car stuff. If I played a proper car sim right now, I would not know if the game is accurate or not because I'm not a car guy who drives cars all the time. It's lost.
But Phil, that begs the question, why get it then? Like, it kind of, it's very confusing to see somebody get, I'm going to get all these accessories, guys, for fuck off. And then it doesn't make sense, does it? It doesn't make sense whatsoever. I want to rewind that just to hear but this is so confusing. This is an explanation. I can understand why people are confused. Like if somebody's fucking spending the time, we got a good wheel, and we got accessories, we got the pedals as well, we got the gear stick, we got all the fucking bells and whistles, to fucking simulate driving, and I want to fucking have it be very accurate. I want great graphics, high-end graphics. I want the fucking best, shiniest graphics possible. So I'm just doing a casual. I just want to casually. I don't care about multiplayer driving. I just want to casually drive. I'm not taking this super duper seriously. But I want it to be fucking incredible graphics, full of shiny RGBs.
Like American Truck Sim, like this taxi game. Like anything that's more casualized. I'm not a proper driver sim dude, you know that. I told you a million times. I'm not into car stuff. If I played a proper car sim right now, I would not know if the game is accurate or not because I'm not a car guy who drives cars all the time. It's lost to me. Do you get it? Just like if there was a proper baseball simulator where every piece of the simulator was actually accurate to real baseball, I would know because I don't really play professional baseball. You understand the concept? It's called common sense. You guys just want to whine about everything. Oh, so I just want casual gameplay, so I spent $300 on a wheel. No, I got the wheel because people were being so supportive with the Truck Sim streams and kept asking me to get a wheel for them. So I said, because you guys are so supportive, I will.
But Phil, that was... Are you quite sure that that was the majority of your audience that wanted you to get a wheel? It sounds like that you were kind of hoodwinked by the noisy minority. The silent majority probably don't care about your wheels.
Oh my dog! What's up?
Thank you to Roadside Phil for the $5 super chat. It says, so only pro baseball players can play baseball sims? It sounds like it. That seems to be the point that Phil's trying to make you. Very strange, I know, but yeah, I guess Phil has determined that is the case, you know? Phil has spoken, I guess, you know? Does that mean only YouTubers can fucking play YouTube Simulator? Like, wasn't there a game called YouTube... Phil tried it. YouTube Simulator. I think it had like some sort of like version of PewDiePie in it. But only YouTubers can fucking play that, you know? If you're not a YouTuber, you're not allowed to fucking play YouTube Simulator. That's what it was. Streamer Simulator. That's what it was. Streamer Simulator.
Okay. I don't get it. I really don't. Like, I directly responded to demand from my audience, and somehow I did something wrong. How about this? How about you are a whiny piece of garbage, and you're banned from chat, and I don't have to see you anymore whining like a little baby bitch.
Fucking hell. Holy shit. Oh, right, just fucking hold on. Let's get a full context of this fucking meltdown.
You understand the concept? It's called common sense. You guys just want to whine about everything. Like, oh, so I just want casual gameplay, so I spent $300 on a wheel. No, I got the wheel because people were being so supportive with the Truck Sim streams and kept asking me to get a wheel for them. So I said, because you guys are so supportive, I will. Okay? I don't get it. I really don't. Like,
yeah, this is the guy that called him in the first place, Xavier Parker, you know. But I'll rewind it here so you can see it, so... Hold on, where is it?
Lost to me. Do you get it? Just like if there was a proper baseball simulator where every piece of the simulator was actually accurate to real baseball, I would know because I don't really play professional baseball. Do you understand the concept? It's called common sense.
Keep an eye on Xavier here, down here, okay? It's two things. Let's come on a second.
You guys just want to whine about everything.
You want a professional gamer, but here we are.
Oh, so I just want casual gameplay, so I spent $300 on a wheel. No, I got the wheel because people were being so supportive with the Truck Sim streams and kept asking me to get a wheel for them. So I said, because you guys are so supportive, I will. Okay?
Yeah, Phil, we had a problem. Sorry for questioning your insane spending habits. I'm pretty sure they were banned. I'm pretty sure if we refresh this kicked ban list, I wouldn't be surprised to see. Yeah, there we are. Phil, is this who Phil banned there? Sorry for questioning your insane spending habits. Banned! Banned! How dare you bring up my insane spending habits? Oh, goodness me. Steve is asking if I missed the ICS bit. There's an ICS bit. We're behind by like fucking 28 minutes, so no, I guess there's an ICS bit coming up.
I don't get it. I really don't. Like, I directly responded to demand from my audience, and somehow I did something wrong. How about this? How about you are a whiny piece of garbage, and you're banned from chat, and I don't have to see you anymore whining like a little baby bitch. Okay, what's up, Adam? How are you? It's going well, Game Boy. Wreckfest DJ and DJ, we tried. We actually played that on Xbox on Game Pass, and it wasn't very good. We played it for like a few minutes. It got very boring right away.
I think he goes on some sort of banning spree here because, like, yeah, he banned the Manus Man a minute afterwards here. And then also attribute style person. Hold on, we need to go through some of these names. We need to fucking go through some of these names, okay? So Phil has banned so far today on stream, in order of when he went live, okay? From when he turned up and went on. So we have DSP, Notorious Lolcow Real, Snortateer, Xavier Parker, The Manest Man, Atrophied Style Person, World Expert Real, Judder Cuts, Rat Feetard Real, and Rickstick 101. All banned by Phil today so far. And many more to follow, I'm sure.
Okay. You're wondering what I'm doing, a bunch of sock accounts. The usual nonsense. They come in here in droves and they all say the same crap and they all say insulting nonsense, so just taking care of it quick.
Insulting nonsense, Phil. They had the fucking audacity just to like question why you're spending so much money on things you don't care about. You know? I'm a casual gamer, but I'm going to fucking drop hundreds of fucking dollars on a fucking gear stick, driving wheel and pedals. But I want a casualized gaming driving experience with pretty lights and no competitiveness whatsoever. It's like, it's so weird, Phil. And it's like, your audience have every right. If you're going to ask your audience for hundreds of fucking dollars per day, they have every right to question where that fucking money's going.
Dirt Rally we're talking about, DJ and DJ, what was it, was it Dirt Rally 2.0? That was one of the ones in the running, but people ultimately said they wanted the Taxi Sim first, so we're going to try that this week. If Taxi Sim works, then we'll alternate between Truck Sim, Taxi Sim for a while. When that gets tired, then we can look for Dirt Rally, we go to a Forza game, because hey, I got all the Forza games on Game Pass, right? I'm down for that.
Who fucking cares?
Am I ready for summer? Asked Rebecca. I've been ready. We had all the air conditioners installed. We had a week of summer weather, and now it's back to spring again. Like, we're in the 60s and 70s every day. At night, it's actually legit cold, but we can't turn on the heat because we have air conditioners in. Heat doesn't work when you have air conditioners in because the heat escapes. So... we're stuck. We're freezing at night now because it got cold again. So it was weird. It jumped the gun with this winter, with the summer weather, and then it went backwards on it. There's rally races in Forza. I mean, that is true, right? There's rally races both in Forza and in Horizon. There's a whole off-roading circuit. iRacing I was told to stay away from because, number one, iRacing is a subscription model. They don't let you buy the game. You have to pay like a monthly fee, which is kind of weird for one game. And secondly, I guess it really is a hardcore sim. Like, if you're really into racing or driving, you want to learn how to drive cars and stuff, that's what iRacing is for, but I'm not into that. So it probably would be lost on me, and I'd probably suck ass at it.
See, that kind of like subscription model of game is what put me off Trackmania. Like, I went and played like the free version, the old version of Trackmania. And like, you know, obviously Trackmania, a very popular game, but to play like the full experience, you know what I mean? And it's a game to fair. The developers of the game support it massively. They're doing constant fucking new things for it on a regular basis because it's great. Because people buy into the fucking subscription model. You know, the game devs reward their player base with constant, you know, here's new maps, here's new campaigns, here's new game modes, here's this and that. But it's like, it feels weird though to kind of, it's not something I'm used to though, if that makes sense. I've never bought into that sort of thing where you pay a certain amount of money, like a year or whatever, or a month or a year, to just play a game, you know? But to be fair though, for some games obviously there's demand there, and the developers are obviously fucking very supportive of it as well. So yeah, exactly, there you fucking go, yeah. He says I wanted to love Trackmania, but the VR mode was only behind the car, not cockpit view, so it's fucking awful. I mean, it's probably mods. I mean, is there not a mod to try and fix that? I don't know, you think about a mod to try and fix that, I don't know.
Oh yeah? Adam's been having crazy weather too. He says 2 straight weeks of non-stop rain. Jeez. Do I ever eat fruit? Yes, I do. Sometimes I eat fruit. I like...
Prophet says, come play WoW, new season starts tomorrow. I've never played WoW. I've never ever played WoW. How about you play me at Rocket League first, you know? If Prophet beats me in Rocket League, I'll play a few at WoW. How's that?
Blueberries, I like strawberries, I like mangoes. I like various melons, stuff like that. I love pineapple actually. Pineapple's delicious too. Yeah, there's Euro Truck Sim, but I feel like Euro Truck Sim would kind of be a waste simply because it's the same game as American Truck Sim except in Europe, but it's the same exact game. It's just, oh, you're...
Wait, Phil, it's a completely different fucking game because obviously it's a different fucking... It's like different rules of the road and different places you fucking go. Like, I have Euro Truck Sim. I enjoy it. I can boot that sumbitch up right now and show you. It's fun as fuck. I don't have a steering wheel though, you know what I mean? So I guess I'm not allowed to fucking play it because I'm not a real truck driver, you know?
Europe, drive on the left-hand side of the road and with European-style, you know, roads and laws, but that's the only difference.
But also, I think the whole left-hand drive thing, that's only for the UK for most part, isn't it? I mean, I'm pretty sure that, you know, Spain, France, Germany, they're all right-hand drive. It's just the UK. They kind of do, like, in Ireland, I think, as well, they do left-hand drive.
That's right. Train simulator? That's a little different. That has nothing to do with driving with a wheel. Jasper boy, how are you today? Jasper Kitty is here. Jasper, you want to come up on the chair, say hello to everybody?
Shut up, bitch!
We're going to have a short podcast, so now's your chance. If you want to come up to say hello, you got to do it now, because we're going to end the show soon.
Nope.
You want to come up and say hi?
Nope.
No? I don't think he wants to today. For some reason, he's not in the mood to jump on the chair. Going around the chair. He's a little upset because since I got the wheel last week, the box for it's on the floor to my left, which is right in front of my closet, so he technically can't get in the closet, which he likes.
What a fucking surprise. Phil has not bothered to clean up after himself in his pigsty of a fucking room. The fucking discarded box is still fucking sitting there. Not thrown out whatsoever. Not putting away in the fucking trash. No, no, no. It still just sits there, gathering dust, not moving a fucking inch, piled up with the rest of the fucking garbage in Phil's fucking horrible, grubby pigsty of a fucking office. Empty fucking DoorDash containers and fucking boxes everywhere.
To do. So he's upset with me. That's why I'm telling you guys I want to do this indivestance marathon so that we can have a closet clean out and have room to put everything in there. Here he is. Here's the kitty. I know you guys like to see the kitty.
Phil trying to monetize Jasper to try and encourage more contributions. What a disgusting piggy prick. I showed you my pussy, now give me money.
DJ and DJ says, if you're driving Europe, you can theme each stream to a different country and alcohol. Drink vodka when you're in Poland, wine when you're in France, and whiskey when you're in Scotland. I think I prefer to just drink my
You stay the fuck out of Scotland. You fucking come to Scotland, I'm gonna fucking stick a nut in you, you fucking dick.
lighter drinks. I want to get sloshed every time I play truck sim. Do I like cashews? I do like cashews, actually. They are sweet. Sweet nuts. They're delicious. How old is Jasper now? Again, there's no way we will ever actually know how old he is. Simply because when we rescued him from the shelter, they didn't know. They said he could have been as young as 2 years, but they suspected he could have been as old as 4 years. So they kind of said, hey, he's probably around 3.5 maybe. So that would mean that at this point, he's probably either between like 8 or 10, but we don't know. What I can tell you is he's not slowing down. He's fast. He runs all around the house. He still jumps on everything fully. He hasn't shown any signs of, getting older or slower. So he's probably well in his middle age. Airhead, could you please stop repeating the same incessant message in the chat over and over? It's completely meaningless. Stop spamming. I timed you out. You came back to it again one more time, and I think you're going to see my boot to your derriere, if you know what I'm saying. Stop.
Wait. Is he calling it Airhead for asking him why Phil pronounces the game wrong? Is this Airhead he's complaining about in YouTube chat?
It's middle age. Airhead, could you please stop repeating?
Yep, Airhead. So Airhead keeps asking Phil, why do you pronounce it Ona and not Onimushu? Or is it Onimusha? Is it Musha or Musha? I don't want to fucking pronounce it wrong either. I don't want this fucking guy going after me. I mean, I have been a long time fan and I get treated like this. Oh hell. Are they a long time fan though? I don't recognise the name. Plus I'm not even a member. Why would a long term fan of Phil's stream not want to give, Phil a membership?
The same incessant message in the chat over and over. It's completely meaningless. Stop spamming. I timed you out. You came back to it again one more time, and I think you're going to see my boot to your derriere, if you know what I'm saying. Stop being, annoying.
I mean, you just actually, you could have just answered the question. He would have stopped asking Phil. It's as simple as that.
Really? Oh, Jesus says in Euro Truck Sim, you drive on the same side of the road. It's the UK and Ireland that's different. Is it?
Dumbass. Oh God, look at Phil's eye. Phil's got a brand new idea. Oh God, I actually think he might be on board for this. Speaking of alcohol, why don't you review alcohol? Lol, I think maybe it would be funny. Edited content, like your DSP drinking game back in the day. The former alcoholic is gonna fucking do like DSP tries it for fucking alcohol. I can actually see him doing that.
Jay Kuma says, why don't I review alcohol? Well, it's like I said, I have wanted to do that. I brought that up. I said, hey, instead of doing like a DSP tries it food review, we could do, food or liquor, but you guys got to...
Oh, Phil said he just tries it.
Burger. Oh my God, this is getting stupid now. That's like 3 in a row of bullshit.
Tell me what kind of stuff. Like, should I compare a certain kind of beers against each other? Should I get wine? Should I, But no one ever follows through. Everyone says, oh, maybe you should do it. I'm like, I consider it, but then no one ever says nothing. So we don't do it. I can't do it.
So it's up to your audience to tell you how to fucking do it. They give you the idea of reviewing alcohol or DSP tries it. And you say, well, I need more help and information as to what to do. Why? So they've given you the idea. And you're complaining that the audience haven't given you more details on how to do the idea. It's quite simple, Phil. 1, get alcohol. 2, drink alcohol on stream. 3, review it. Ta-da!
Myself, because I don't know anything about it. I'm not really a liquor aficionado, Am I going to play Borderlands 4? I don't know. It doesn't look good to me. I didn't like Borderlands 3, and Borderlands 4 either looks like more of the same or even worse, so I don't know, man. Charles DeWise, how are you doing over on Kick? How's it going, man? I've said I like Blue Moon Beer. I've said it many times on stream. I got a $2 tip that's ridiculous. I'm not even going to read it. I'm just going to say thanks for $2. There you go. Whenever I see a dumb message, from now on, I'm just going to say, yeah, whatever, thanks for the money. And I'm going to put it on the leaderboard and that's it. I'm not even going to bother.
Isn't that basically inviting people to charge you back then because you never fucking fulfilled your end of the obligate, you know, the bargain? So if they give you a contribution on stream and you don't read it out, they're entitled to charge you back, and you cannot claim against otherwise. So that they're legally entitled to get their money back, Phil.
Pen Drive, what's going on? Welcome. All right, let's get some support this morning.
And there we go. We'll go straight back into the fucking big one. Of course we fucking do.
All right, let's get some support this morning. You see Jasper jump? Let's get some support this morning on the stream. Did you see him on camera? He jumped really high.
Who fucking cares?
Did you see that? So he wanted to get in the closet. So I just reached out and I touched the Logitech box and I moved it across the floor. He got spooked and he did a vertical jump of about 2 feet.
I mean, hold on. Was Jasper on camera?
All right.
Did we see Jasper?
Let's get some support this morning.
I think we might see like the edge of him. Yeah, you scared the crap out of him. Oh, poor cat. Crashed into your fucking dumbass table. Into the dumbass Philomania fucking thing. I'm still making sure the cat's okay, whatever. It's like, yeah, I've got a clip. Clap, clap, clap. I've got a clip from my podcast of Jasper getting spooked.
Did you see Jasper jump? Let's get some support this morning on the stream. Did you see him on camera? He jumped really high. Did you see? Did you see that? So he wanted to get in the closet. So I just reached out and I touched the Logitech box and I moved it across the floor. He got spooked and he did a vertical jump of about 2 feet and he knocked the box over. Jasper, you're a nut, man. Oh my goodness. Anyway, what was I going to say? Let's get some support today. Notably, let's get some subs on Kick today. All right, we are down over 150 subs on Kick in the last week. And we haven't gotten them back.
Cares?
All right, the Kick support has really dried up. That sucks. We were getting good amount of subs and support pretty much on every stream. And now I don't know what's happened. I'm playing newer games and less of the old stuff. And the support dried up over there and I don't get it. And the funny part is, I'm still getting support on YouTube. Super chats and tips are still going down. It's the Kick stuff that's dried up. So let's get some damn support over on Kick this morning. Let's get our first sub on Kick and let's get that momentum going so we can hit the goal. Like I said, I want to keep playing Blueprints. I want to finish it. But I need support to do that or else we got to rotate it out and do something different, which I don't want to do. I want to keep it going at least, you know, once a week. Okay? Hold on. Fox fell in a weird spot.
Oh, so hilarious that this guy has stuff financially tight. I literally can't afford stuff on Tuesday on my day.
This is Phil's best side.
When you can't go and do something with your family on your
Now, is that the correct angle? We'll have to see. If there's a reflection, let me know, because I don't know if that's the correct angle or not for the screen.
No, it's not fucking funny. Now shut up. Grocery shopping, tips, meal with my
No, there's no stand for this thing. This thing does not come with a stand. I wish it did, but it doesn't. So I just have things propping it up. That is probably the one detriment of the frame. It doesn't come with a stand to stand it up, so I have to lean it on stuff.
of my business. Grocery shopping, tips, meal with my wife, tips. Coming up, my day off on Tuesday.
Who fucking cares?
Online, tips, bills and stuff, tips. Tips are the liquidity of my business.
Thank you, Bozzy, for a $2 super chat. Says, poor Jasper, that was funny. Yeah, he got shocked by me just moving a cardboard box. As you can see, I was just mentioning how he's still pretty spry, and then he does a 2-foot vertical leap. No, why would I do multiple streams for a closet clean out? It's going to be Indivestdence Day.
Well, the last closet clean out was done over multiple streams, wasn't it? When Phil did his closet clean out before, that was actually 2 separate marathons, I think.
Indivestdence Day, okay? It's going to be 3 things in one. It's going to be a marathon where we hang out and have fun and I drink and basically have a good time just chilling with you. It's going to be me cleaning out this closet so that I can finally organize the office with all the shit that I have on the floor and having easy access to all the things that I need for streams, including the wheel and all of that. But it's also going to be a last time that we do a day where I wear the hats and vests. We haven't done it in like a year. So you guys are going to be voting on hats and vests to wear during that event, and we'll be switching between them for like every 50 bucks of support. We'll do, oh, a new hat, a new vest, a new hat, a new vest, and each time we do it, it'll be basically be like retiring that hat and vest and putting it into storage. Not saying that we'll never bring them back. Maybe we'll bring them back for special events, but people have been asking, gee, what happened to the hats and the vests? Well, they've just been sitting in there taking up space. It's time to put them into storage so I have room for things I actually need to store in there for the streams. Really? Your birthday is April 4th? Well, happy early birthday, Adam. Hopefully you have a good day that day.
Who
Pretty
fucking cares?
Did Phil say April 4th instead of July 4th?
Really? Your birthday is April 4th? Well,
so Adam says his birthday is July 4th, and Phil read it out as April 4th. Why, you might ask? Because isn't that Phil's birthday? Isn't April 4th Phil's fucking birthday? For some reason, he can insert his own birthday into there. Dumbass. Or is it April 6th? It's a 6th. Jesus Christ, I mean, Phil has no excuse then. He has no excuse then. He has no excuse whatsoever. I don't know why I said April. It's just clear as day, July.
it's time to put them into storage so I have room for things I actually need to store in there for the streams. Really? Your birthday is April 4th? Well, happy early birthday, Adam. Hopefully you have a good day that day. That's pretty crazy.
Gin brain hitting Phil hard.
Not April 4th, July 4th. Excuse me, did I say April 4th? I meant to say July 4th.
Dumbass.
Nothing like any other cuisine. It really isn't. I can't even tell you another cuisine that tastes like that. But it's so good. And what I like about Mediterranean food is usually...
Hilarious. 8 out of the 10 top sub gifters are banned. Well, let's take a look. You ready? Here we go. Dr. Lexus, not banned. Dr. Lexus was a butt kisser of the casino. He came by and supported like crazy when I was with the casino. And the moment that I dropped them, he freaked out. He didn't come by for a week, and he came by for one stream and claimed he was still going to support. Dropped exactly enough subs to be $220, and then left and never came back. So he's not banned. Iron Chef Sakai. We all know why Iron Chef Sakai is banned, because he's a piece of shit. Lance Catamaran, not banned. I don't even know who Lance Catamaran is. They usually come by, drop support, and leave and never come back. It's a me Ken. That's Iron Chef Sakai's sock account. That's also banned because it's Iron Chef Sakai. Rend, nope, not banned. Rend was a longtime supporter who hasn't been seen in months. They just decided not to come back. Void was someone who literally said the only reason they supported me is because they had a dying friend in their deathbed saying that they wanted them to support me. That's a complete lie, by the way. Shit talked to me. I don't remember if I even banned Void.
Phil, you seem to know a lot of information about these people that give you a lot of money on Kick. Why do you know so much personal information about these accounts? You seem to know that somebody was lying about some sort of dying friend. You seem to know very specific details about sock accounts. You seem to know when they're there and when they're not there. Some could argue that you seem to be in constant communication with these people to know if they're how often they're there or not there.
But Void banned me from all their stuff. I know that. Your future stepdad, not banned. Only Iced Infinite, not banned. Rare Tricks, not banned. Perry the White, not banned. So there is literally one person banned in the top 10 supporters on this channel. It's Iron Chef Sakai. That's it. So what the fuck are you talking about, dunces? You want to make shit up? How about you bring some fucking facts next time, dunces?
It keeps going. It's like a faucet that's dripping. I can't turn it off. I can't make it stop.
That counts as a double sip. You know, yeah, maybe so that sip counts as a double sip because that's a victory sip from Phil.
Rare Tricks was also a casino supporter who decided to not come back. Oh, did I actually ban Void? Okay. He banned me first for literally no reason. And when I was actually still with the casino, he would shit talk me constantly on their streams and stuff, which made no fucking sense. He was just an asshole. I don't know.
So it's two then, Phil, and not one. Belted.
So I guess there's two people banned.
So from Phil's list, from the top 10, supporters on Kick, right, that he has, like ever, a fifth of them are banned, and like another what? And then like fucking 3/4 are able. Like he only knows like the location of like 2 of them, it seems, and the rest like go missing. This guy's missing, don't know where it is. This guy's missing, don't know where it is. This guy's missing, don't know where it is. It seems to. How does he know these specifics?
I would really love to understand people like who is Iron Chef Sakai really, and where does he get his money from, and why does he just throw it at people?
Oh my fucking god, Phil. Hold on. Why? Hold on. When we question this sort of thing from Phil's audience, especially the deep-pocketed ones, we are called fucking, like, you know, stalker fucking freaks by Phil. That's none of your fucking business. It's their money, they can do with it what they want. You know, like, you know, Phil's like adamant and defending us. Oh, how dare these detractors, you know, try and look too much into it. What the fuck? So, but Phil, though, it's perfectly fine for Phil to question the source of money from people who give him it. What? Oh, when we call it out, we're fucking stalkers. Alright, okay.
I really love to understand people, like, who is Iron Chef Sakai really? And where does he get his money from? And why does he just throw it at people on the internet like he does in a crazy fashion? And also, what makes him so goddamn bipolar? That he, like, turns on people and then causes drama on streams and shit? Like, what kind of person is that? Because there's been more than one person who's done that over the years, right? You know, we've had guys like Tutankhamun and stuff like that, and it's just bizarre. So you come on a stream, right? And you decide you're going to start massively supporting and being positive. And then over the course of several months, you say, hey, I want to be your mod because I like your content so much. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you hate the person and you're shit-talking them on their own stream and you're losing your mind, insulting the viewers and fans and the streamer. What are you doing? Then you apologize and claim you had a really bad day and you want to come back. So then you do. Then you support the stream again. And then you just do it again. Like, and also, where does the money come from? Like, for me, let me put it this way, okay? For me, when I look at something that I'm going to spend money on, right? Like, it's hard, like even the investment of something like this wheel that I was going to buy, right? I knew it was very expensive, but I want to be sure if I was going to buy this wheel and pedal and everything that we were going to get many streams out of it. It was going to benefit the business. It was going to benefit my content. It's not just something that I'm just buying frivolously that's going to sit around and not get use. You know, I used to do that. I 100% used to buy junk. I bought all those statues and all that crap that I used to have in my old place over a decade ago. But I learned from those mistakes. For me, it's like, I'm just going to be careful about what I spend and, you know, what I'm supporting and stuff like that. Correct?
Why don't you back it up with a source?
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
And then this guy, he comes on the stream, oh, I'm going to support. I'm just going to throw hundreds to thousands of dollars at multiple people on the internet out of nowhere. But now today I hate them. Even though I just sent them thousands of dollars, now I'm going to say that I hate them. It doesn't sound like your head's screwed on too tight there. Seems like you got a couple things loose. And the question is, where does that money come from? Because if someone who acts like that, that's that bipolar, do you really think they're holding down like a Fortune 500 fucking investment job where they're making insane amounts of money that they can frivolously throw at people on the internet? It sounds to me that their money's coming from someone. You know what I'm saying?
It sounds to me like Phil Burnell has given us permission.
fuck the fuck off.
Phil is essentially inviting us all to question where all of his audience's money come from. If Phil is openly talking about it on his own streams, on his own content, and he's openly questioning where the fucking money comes from, is that not giving us fucking license and liberty to essentially fucking ask the same questions from his fucking audience? What about a fucking dumbass with the audience? What was the name of the guy that gave him $1,600 a couple of Fridays ago? Was it Thomas McDonald or something? What was his name? Thomas McDonald? Some random English guy. Should we question their source of money? Should we query like their fucking full-time credentials? You know, emphasis on the fucking dent. Anyway, thank you, Meth Bear. For 2 months, Bingo Barry membership message saying he's discussing bannings. Why is it talking about an Australian hardware store? Also, I love Meth a roar. Good old Meth Bear being true to your name. Thank you, Meth Bear, for that. Yeah, bannings. Yeah, I've heard of bannings actually. Yeah. I mean, I'll say I know it's not here. You know, they're not in the UK or anything, but I've heard of bannings as well. Yeah. But yeah, I've seen the adverts. But yeah. Christ, man. But yeah, Phil openly question where Iron Chef Sakai's money come from. Like, why would he say that and do that on the stream? That just so. I mean, to me, it just means that we're perfectly. Oh, is it called Bunnings? I thought it was called Bannings, for fuck's sake. Oh my god.
Oh my god, what's up?
I'm so confused, Phil. I need to rewind this thing. Thank you, Brussels Phil, for the $5. It says this came from sex work. $20 is $20. Don't judge. Oh my. So I won't judge. But I've got a good feeling what was involved in that $20. I'm pretty sure spoons are fucking involved. Christ. I need to rewind this. And just let Phil cook again. This is fucking ridiculous.
That I'm just buying frivolously that's going to sit around and not get use. You know, I used to do that. I 100% used to buy junk. I bought all those statues and all that crap that I used to have in my old place over a decade ago. But I learned from those mistakes. For me, it's like, I'm just going to be careful about what I spend and, what I'm supporting and stuff like that, correct? And then this guy...
Why would I lie?
I imagine it's like breathing for you.
He comes on the stream, oh, I'm gonna support, I'm just gonna throw hundreds to thousands of dollars at multiple people on the internet out of nowhere. But now today I hate them. Even though I just spent them thousands of dollars, now I'm gonna say that I hate them. It doesn't sound like your head's screwed on too tight there. Seems like you got a couple things loose. And the question is, where does that money come from? Because if someone who acts like that, that's that bipolar, do you really think they're holding down like a Fortune 500 fucking investment job where they're making insane amounts of money that they can frivolously throw at people on the internet? It sounds to me that their money's coming from someone. You know what I'm saying? Mommy and daddy or something like that. This fucking oil baron. Like, where exactly is that coming from? Because I don't foresee people who are like intelligent, nicely knit, smart people who have good investments and money don't usually go online and throw thousands of dollars at random streamers, then to become bipolar and be like, oh, I hate you, and then come back and then leave again, throw more money at them. It's just bizarre behavior. Because it's one thing if someone, for example, comes...
I mean, before Phil continues, I must fucking draw your attention to the fucking wall of shame that is, of course, Phil's top contributors from the old tips tracker. Yeah, Phil, it is insane, isn't it? It is absolutely fucking insane that people would throw this amount of fucking money at you. All these contributions, all this whaling, all this fucking crazy amounts of fucking revenue being thrown your fucking way. So much money. The pay pig wall of shame. Christ almighty. What the fuck, man? What the fuck? Well, on you go, Phil. Continue your fucking bizarre rant.
By and says, hey, I want to support you because you're my absolute favorite streamer, so I'm going to give you support, right? Some people might do that, and that's the one person who you support. This fucking guy, he's on the casino streams, he's on my streams, he's on detractor streams, he's throwing money in every direction. Where the fuck does the money come from, right? What oil fucking geyser did you hit that you have infinitely rich, you could just throw money at people nonstop and then hate them the next day? It's fucking really odd. I would love to see a documentary on that shit. Where do these people get the money from? How about that person who delivered the bag of cash to Amaranth? Who the fuck was that? Where did you get the money from? What is with you? I want answers on this stuff.
Well, if it's not your money, is it your business?
Very odd stuff. How many founders badges are there? How many are banned? I don't know how to see that. You can't see that. There is no dashboard on Kick that actually...
That's a good point, actually. He's bringing up Amaranth randomly. That's a random... I would say that's a good point for being YouTube jealousy. Out of the blue, unprompted, he brings up Amaranth, getting a huge bag of cash given to him by some loyal fucking viewer, I'm definitely counting that.
Burger. Oh my god, this is getting stupid now. That's like 3 in a row. Bullshit.
That's a good shout, I'd say. That's a good shout, but yeah, that's definitely YouTuber jealousy.
Actually shows founder stuff, to my knowledge. There's a dashboard for VIP, there's a dashboard for OG. There's no founders dashboard. I didn't even know how many founders badges I had because you can't see them. So I was telling people, hey, if you become a legit sub, you'll get a founders badge, but you can't see them. See, they show you how many active subscriptions you actually have. But you can't see them. Like right now, I can't even click on this to see who is actually an active sub. They do have that for VIP and OG.
Shut up, Phil, you boring bitch. We've won bingo.
Burger. Full house. Oh boy, how exciting. Anyway,
we got another free space because of 58 likes, so fantastic stuff indeed. Also, in case you're wondering, Phil kept saying this was going to be a shorter podcast, which is why it's a 3x3 card, not a 5x5. I would have felt bad if I'd done a 5x5 card and it's a very kind of limited podcast where Phil's just boring as shit or whatever, and he does I assume he does end soon. Yeah, it looks like he fucking ends it way before 1 PM. He seems to fucking stop 20 minutes earlier than usual. Yeah, that's what it looks like anyway. So yeah, this is why I done a smaller bingo card today. But yeah, we've won bingo. That's the main thing. Obviously, fantastic stuff indeed. I added $10, of course. The bingo prize fund. Excellent stuff indeed. But how about this? This is a bizarre topic for Phil to have gotten into. So let's just keep fucking listening to what the fucking dumbass is going to say. Fuck it. What more can he fucking say about this bullshit, bizarre fucking topic here?
I can see the VIP badges and the OG. I can't see that for subs. They don't let me see it. So because of that, I couldn't even answer you on how many people actually are founders and stuff like that. There doesn't appear to be any statistics on Kick for that. So, a legit sub means someone actually actively bought the sub themselves and is actively renewing it monthly. That's a legit active sub, as opposed to a gifted sub, which is just a one-off gift and it's going to expire. That's the difference. And the founders can only be people who bought the legit subs themselves. You can't be gifted a sub and be a founder. See what I mean? How good is the battery with the Hall effect controller? From my testing, the controller lasts about 4 to 5 hours. You know, there was one stream where we played a lot, and by the end of the stream, it was...
Don't care, fast forward, and who fucking cares? Also, fuck you.
Battery in it.
I used my mom's credit card. She must have caught him.
Okay.
What's up, man? How's Jasper? I do think it's fucked up.
It's so nice that we've won. I can just fucking fast forward the boring bits.
Oh, I'm sorry, Casanova. I missed it. Casanova popping their 45-month celebration message for being a member here on YouTube and says, I hope that you're doing well, Phil. I am. Today's going to be a very relaxing, chill day. We're going to hang back and just enjoy each other's company, both in Blueprints and in Cast and Chill. I am hoping, by the way, we're at 17 out of 20 goals hit. I didn't even
This is our fucking bagman. Of course, it's our fucking bagman.
talk about this today. Let's talk about it now. It's coming by on the leaderboard here. 3 more goals to hit, and it is time for DSP Tries It Mod Pizza. I'm going to get 2 pizzas. I'm going to get one of the crispy, thin crispy, and one of the thick crust pizzas. I don't know the difference. I've never had mod pizza before, but I'm going to get one of each to taste test them. Now, I would love to do this on Tuesday. That would be ideally the best day of the week. It doesn't have to happen on Tuesday, but Tuesday would work best for scheduling and everything. But that means we have to hit a goal on this stream, on the late stream tonight, and on tomorrow's stream. So that would be Blueprints, Cast and Chill, and Animusha 2 all have to hit goals. Or if we exceed a goal,
Like, he's only got $7. What a horrible start.
like let's say we do 2 goals on this stream. Last week, I thought Blueprints was going to do horrible, and we hit 2 goals on the Blueprint stream. Okay? So it can happen. All right? We get 2 goals on this stream or 2 goals on the night stream. Then it makes it easier. All right? Right now, we are getting very little support. We got 1 super chat from Mozzie, and we've got, oh, by the way, Europe Gaming, thank you also for 45 months as a member. He says love and support. And Mozzie also 19 months as a member said 19 months and counting. Thank you guys. Those are all the celebratory messages. Those were not active re-upping, so they don't count towards the support of the stream, but I appreciate you. Thank you. So, let's get some support and momentum going.
You guys didn't give me money, so fuck you, but thanks.
So we can hit the goal on the stream and get it moving momentum so we can do mod pizza this week. I want to do it, like I said, tomorrow. J. Kuma, I've told you about this. Listen, I enjoyed editing videos when I edited them. I did. I had a lot of fun doing it.
You fucking didn't, eh? You said it was fucking time consuming and took time away from you fucking doing other things like night streams. So the question JK was asking him is, I won't bother you anymore with this, but I think you should consider making edited videos even if it takes a long time to create, since you'll be working around your own schedule. That was a question that JK asked. You know, right fucking there, this one right here. That was a question that was asked. And Phil's going to explain as to why it is not possible for him to fucking, you know, edit videos anymore.
Listen, I enjoyed editing videos when I edited them. I did. I had a lot of fun doing it. The problem is it's very time consuming. You need to do a lot of work for edited videos. You need to record voiceovers. You need to find the right clips to showcase what you're talking about. So you have to have them transition into each other with all...
You know, it doesn't take too much fucking time and effort. For you. It depends how long a fucking video is, of course. You know, I mean, I'll say, if you're... I mean, let's take an easy example from the chat. Steve the Dead and his fucking, 10-hour fucking videos. You know, those can take many months to fucking put together, you know what I mean? Like, that's a fucking ordeal and a half. And don't even fucking get me started in the fucking time it takes to fucking try and render that some bitch about the fucking computer blowing up or whatever, and then uploading it all as well, you know what I mean? That can be a real ordeal. You know, and also you got to, you got to plan it and script it out as well, shit. But for the most part though, you know, if Steve's fucking back video took fucking 8 months, god damn, that's almost a fucking pregnancy for fuck's sake. But yeah, but I'm saying, no, it depends what you're making though. Like, one of the most recent videos I uploaded, about Phil's Nintendo Switch 2, that took a couple of hours, and it was pretty straightforward. I quickly wrote a kind of script for me to stick to, you know what I mean? Just kind of make sure I fucking hit the points I wanted to fucking make, you know? I made sure I had the screenshots I needed, you know, for the points I was making, and yeah, just went to Vegas, put it together. It's pretty straightforward, you know what I mean? It didn't take much. I mean, it was a video that's like only a few minutes long, but it's not too much of a time drain. Like, Phil's trying to imply that it's going to take him like fucking days and weeks or whatever.
Kinds of different effects and things. You have to learn how to do the text and effects on the text properly, all this stuff, right? And I was decent at it like 9 years ago, and I had a whole channel based on it, and it did well, and I had a 1 million view video, and everything was going good.
Shut the fuck up, guys. I'll be right back.
I understand that people right now are so hyped for the gifted memberships, and I'm very grateful for that. I mean, thank you. But I hope that doesn't mean that people are going to forego tipping, because that would put me in a bad situation. And in particular,
particular, I don't know why you guys. Okay, why are you laughing?
Grocery shopping, tips. Meal with my wife, tips. Coming up, my day off on Tuesday, tips. Nintendo Online, tips. Bills and stuff, tips. Tips are the liquidity of my business. Why are you laughing? Oh, so hilarious that this guy has stuff financially tight. I literally can't afford stuff on Tuesday on my day off, and you're gonna laugh? Oh, it's funny. When you can't go and do something with your family on your day off, your one day off for the week when you're working full-time 6 days a week. That's funny, right? No, it's not fucking funny. Now shut up. Grocery shopping, tips. Meal with my wife, tips. Coming up, my day off on Tuesday, tips. Nintendo Online, tips. Bills and stuff, tips. Tips are the liquidity of my business. Grocery shopping, tips. Meal with my wife, tips. Coming up, my day off on Tuesday, tips. Nintendo Online, tips. Bills and stuff, tips. Tips are the liquidity of my business.
This one's for all my baby girls.
This vest is a symbol of that positivity. It's a symbol that together we can have fun as long as we stay positive and we can overcome anything together. I firmly believe at this point in my life, all right, that no matter what comes my way, that we can work together to overcome it. All right. But that being said, it's time for something new. Which vest is best? Which vest is e-beggar best? Okay, vest is best. Vest.
Yeah, young cat. Got that 150 on my chest. Bitches all around me, and they let me touch their breast. Got that saggy man boobs flowing, but that members count keeps growing. So I got to put it on a
vest. Best. Vest is best.
150.
Okay.
150 for the best.
Okay.
150, and I put it on my chest.
Okay. The vest goal has been pretty hard to hit recently, and that's tough when, you know, things are tight. I get it. Things have been tight for a lot of people, you know. Another thing I don't want people to freak out about is the members. The members right now are super low.
Yes, I'm feeling fucking blessed. Begging for hats and glasses and a vest. Hoping that the pay-pigs will impress. Everybody's begging me, stop spending on the WWE.
Which vest, okay, is best? Which vest is e-beggar best?
150.
Vest.
150
Best. Which vest
for the best.
is best? Which
150, and I put it on.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. So let's see what Phil's got to say about how much of a master editor he was back in the fucking day. Let's actually rewind it a few seconds to get a full context.
J. Kuma, I've told you about this. Listen, I enjoyed editing videos when I edited them. I did. I had a lot of fun doing it. The problem is it's very time consuming. You need to do a lot of work for edited videos. You need to record voiceovers. You need to find the right clips that showcase what you're talking about. You have to have them transition into each other with all kinds of different effects and things. You have to learn how to do the text and effects on the text properly, all this stuff, right? And I was decent at it like 9 years ago, and I had a whole channel based on it, and it did well, and I had a 1 million view video, and everything was going good. And then like this, YouTube demonetized the whole channel. So because of that, the channel fell apart, and I was like, I'm not going to put time into this anymore, and I became a full-time streamer instead, and I've been doing good. So the problem with that is it would take so much time for me, all right, to basically do those kind of videos because there's so much effort that needs to go into them for them to be good. I'd have to stop streaming as much. That's what I did back then. I did 1 stream a day. That was it. I did 1 stream of gameplay, and then at night, I never streamed. Instead, I was working on these videos, okay? And it's just too much. I can't only stream once a day and make a living. I'll lose half my revenue. So I can't do it, you know? Listen, I enjoy doing it. There's definitely people who are good at it, but I'm not going to put all my eggs in one basket.
Here's an alternative idea, Phil. How about you increase your day stream goal to $300, and that way you can focus your night streams on editing. Well, not in a night stream, but just you have, you know, if you double your fucking target for the day stream, then you have your nights all to yourself.
Basket and put all that effort in and just have YouTube cut my legs out from under me because they decide to demonetize something. Fuck that shit. Build a Rocket Boy did a $5 super chat and said, how many goals hit today for you to return to Mind's Eye because no one else is playing our game? Well, I know that you're not actually the official channel for Build a Rocket Boy, but hey, let's do it.
How do you know that? How do you fucking, have you checked your channel? Did you fucking make sure, oh, I'll go to your channel and fucking stalk your channel and make sure you're not a brand new account?
Hit 3 goals right now on this stream. All right, 3 goals, and I'll stop playing Blueprints and we'll go back to Mind's Eye for this stream. There you go. Let's do it, and then we'll do Mod Pizza. Sounds good to
Remember though, he's not a paid shill.
me. Sounds like a plan. So Build a Rocket Boy, send that $450 my way, and we'll be playing your crappy game again. Beautiful. Thanks for the super chat.
Waste of fucking money.
You know what it is, Jay Kuma? Because Jay Kuma says, I understand, and that the streams are the main hustle. It would be cool to even get one edited video a month. I enjoy making the thumbnails for the videos. I really do. The thing is, I have to rush them. Because to give you some perspective, right? I finish my stream. It's 4 p.m. Actually, usually it's after 4 p.m. I have to hurry and upload 2 videos, make thumbnails, get the thumbnails uploaded, set up the next stream, and then run downstairs to have dinner with my wife. And I basically got to try to get out of here by like 4:30. So I want you to think about this. The stream's going offline around 4:10. I have 20 minutes to do all that work. So most of the time, I'm rushing into DaVinci Resolve, and I'm trying to make a thumbnail fast. Like, what was that clip? What happened to this video? Get the video on. Flash forward. Zoom in. Get the text. Edit the text. No, but, the number of the video. Get this. Make that. That's, I mean, it's crazy.
But Phil, this might sound like a crazy question. Why does he need to upload the day stream videos before the night stream starts? Can I not just do all of it at the end? You know, it kind of feels weird that twice a fucking day he's going into DaVinci Resolve or whatever to do thumbnails twice. Like, wouldn't it make more sense to fucking do it all at one time? At the end of the fucking day. Then upload all that shit at the end. You know, to me that makes more logical sense. I don't know about you guys, but to me that's a more logical thing to do.
Flash forward, zoom in, get the text, edit the text. No, but the number of the video, get this. Make that. That's, I mean, it's crazy. It's like I'm full of adrenaline trying to do it fast. Like, and then I get it done. And I'm like, okay.
Adrenaline? Oh, you get the fuck out of here. I'm full of adrenaline. Like, I'm on fucking god mode with this thumbnail. Fuck off. The last time Phil was so adrenaline, he fucking had to do his own laundry after Liana dumped him.
I feel good about it. A lot of the times I do wish that I had more time to put more effort into the thumbnails. But, you know, DaVinci Resolve is not really supposed to be for thumbnails. It's actually supposed to be for video editing. And some of the highlight clips and things that I made. For example, the highlight of Mind's Eye. I liked doing that, but I know it could have been much better if I had more time to pick, frame it better, do better editing, do better effects. I just kind of rushed it out there. You know what I mean? I loved it. I really liked doing it. And now, right now is the era of the video essay on YouTube. Video essays are doing incredibly well on YouTube right now. If I made video essays about anything, about the history of Street Fighter in arcades, about, what the downfall of Mass Effect and this and that, I think that I would do really well making videos.
Then do it, Phil. Look, if you're fucking convinced it'll fucking do well for your channel and do well for you financially, and you're actually interested in fucking making it, then fucking do it. Improve it.
Video essays. I really do. I think that my videos would do well, perform well, people would like them, and would respect the amount of effort that I would put into them. But is it worth it? Let's say I work my ass off on a video essay. It takes me all week. I put it out. 20,000 views. You just made $40. Oh, I could have turned on one stream and tripled that. Do you see the difference? Like,
there is Phil's motivation right there. It's not about the quality of the content. It's about the amount of money he can get for doing as little as possible. It has never been about the quality of the content that he puts out. It has never been about that. And so don't let Phil try and pretend and fool you into thinking it's about the quality of the fucking content he fucking puts out there. The reality is, it's about how much fucking money he can milk from doing as little as possible, from as little effort as possible, from his dumbass dentist on a regular fucking basis.
it's kind of a problem. You know, you have to like be consistent and almost go viral to succeed with just on-demand videos these days. You can't. You have to get crowdfunding in order to succeed. It's the only real path to success at this point. Ruin Sweeko, how you doing, man? Good to see you today. Exactly right. Ruin Sweeko just said the time and effort would exceed the reward that you would get out of doing those. There you go. Yak Almighty says people can spend months working on those video essays. It's a crazy amount of work. True. Absolutely true. You really need your video to explode. Even to give you some perspective here. All right, I want you to think about June the King. We've watched a lot of his work. He's made a documentary on me. Okay, I want you to think about the ad revenue on YouTube. All right, on average, $2 per 1,000 views. That's the average. It's not.
That's an interesting question, actually. You know what I mean? Can we ask June the King how much money he made on Phil's documentary? Is June the King willing to disclose that information?
It's a rule of thumb. It could be higher. It could be lower than that. All right. So let's say June the King makes a video that gets 500,000 views over a course of months. He only makes like $1,000 on it. That's insane. He worked his ass off. He put all his blood, sweat, and tears into this highly edited, nicely stylized, very informative video. 500,000 views. Here's $1,000.
Well, Phil, it doesn't fucking matter. I mean, for me personally, you guys know my stance by now. You know, I'm not going to speak for other detractors and content creators out there. You know what I mean? You know, like some detractors have ads in their videos they make. That is up to them. I am somebody that runs ad block as much as I can because I'm a scummy piece of shit. You know, I run ad block on everyone, whether it's Phil or fucking That Being Said and Broside Phil, and you know, I'm not going to watch a single ad of yours, you bastards. You know what I mean? That's just the way I am. Get fucked. But yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Like, but I make videos. It's because I feel like I want to fucking make videos, and I don't like ad. So ad revenue's now been a thing for me personally. You know what I mean? And I would feel like, for me anyway, I would feel like a fucking hypocrite because I actually run ad block. You know what I mean? And I'm not willing to fucking stop using ad block. So that's me anyway. That's just my stance, obviously. You know what I mean? Obviously, if other people are to try, each to their own. You know, like you know, it's like, but that's what I'm saying though. I would be the biggest hypocrite in the world if I turned on ad revenue for my videos when I'm openly using ad blocker. You know what I'm saying? I'd feel dirty. I'd feel very dirty doing that personally. That's just me though. You know, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so my motivation for making videos about Phil is nothing to do with money. You know what I mean? Also, I don't do it much these days because it's like I'll only make a video on Phil if I feel there's something I need to fucking say and get out there, and I can't just fucking like condense it in a fucking, you know, at the start of a bingo stream, for example. You know what I mean? Or I'll fucking make a wee short. You know, I might make a wee fucking short on Phil as well. You know what I mean? Like, you know, the fucking like the fucking this crappy game idea from the fucking other day, you know what I mean? That fucking, you know, so it's all for fun, you know what I mean? Because I fucking enjoy it, you know? But Phil's motivation, of course, has nothing to do with trying to make good content that he fucking enjoys. It's all about fucking money. Like, what's in it for him financially? Never mind creating a video that he can be proud of, that'll do well, that'll have some meaning to it in his eyes. Phil would see it only made him $40, and so the whole video is a waste of fucking time. And that's his motivation. The motivation is not about trying to make great content, it's about trying to make great money.
Wow. I could have made more if I worked at Burger King this week, all week. You know, like, fuck. That's YouTube on demand. It's not good. That's why YouTubers had to basically sell out. They had to have constant sponsorships, constant plugs on the screen, pay for my Patreon, subscribe to this service, do this. That's how they have to make.
You have Patreon, you hypocrite.
Against me. As opposed to an interactive live streamer who's doing successful streams, it's way better. It really is.
Phil. There's no defense, just Phil. Content creators should not place the burden of their financial woes on the shoulders of their on-stream live audience on a daily basis. You know, I think if true fans of those content creators are perfectly happy for them to fucking accept sponsorships to make ends meet and for them to pay their bills so they can produce the fucking content they enjoy from that content creator, that is a more respectable move than sitting there multiple times a fucking day waiting for people to give you fucking hundreds of fucking dollars to eat a fucking pizza.
Gogeta says, I heard you can make $5,000 per 1 million views. Well, I can only give you perspective of 2016. In 2016, my video review/essay on, what the hell was it? Homefront, The Revolution. I said it was the worst game I'd ever played. That video made 1 million views. All right, it was fully monetized during that time period, and I made around $3,000 on that video, roughly. And that was 2016 ad revenue. Ad revenue today is much lower than ad revenue in 2016. So, there you have it, okay? Can I tell if people are still watching my older channels like Dark Side Phil or DSP Street Fighter? There's analytics. You can log in and see analytics, but it's negligible. Like, very few people go back and watch the old stuff. I can tell you that right now. Very few. More people watch This Is How You Don't Play than the original old stuff because This Is How You Don't Play went viral and was the big culturally relevant thing, as opposed
to Evil Age, eh? Still living rent free, Phil's all the shaped head.
To my raw playthroughs. Maybe the old fans watch them, but that's about it. You know, I don't make a lot of legacy revenue. I do have monetized, like this channel right now, DSP Gaming, okay? All the content on this channel is monetized. And this channel's...
And actually, when Phil's saying that, it's actually kind of sad. He has a couple of videos from his legacy time that, you know, they have massive numbers. I've got a couple of videos on the Dark Side Phil channel have 1 million plus numbers views wise. But I guess not getting many views these days. No money for you, Phil.
Revenue. I do have monetized, like this channel right now, DSP Gaming, okay? All the content on this channel is monetized. And this channel's been in business since 2010. 15 years. Do you really think I'm getting a ton of views and ad revenue on the old content? It doesn't show up in the search engine anymore. That's really what the problem is that YouTube's search engine favors the highly edited videos that went viral versus the original content. So even though my content has been seen by millions and millions and millions, it's usually seen through someone who stole the content and edited it into a negative video rather than the raw content.
Well, translation, people made your content more digestible and therefore more consumable. And you're blaming them for doing that. The problem was you failed to provide a digestible method to consume your content. And that is why this I Don't Play thrived originally.
So I make nothing on any of the negative spin stuff. Carlton says, I think the idea is to keep making these kind of videos. You compound that work upon itself and people discover the channel and overall the workload is crazy. Right. Like, that's what I mean. Like, Jay Kuma, I get what he's saying. I really do feel like, especially now with my new setup, now that I have DaVinci Resolve and a PC that can edit really well, good quality video, good quality audio, everything I do, I could make a really professional level video essay. I know I could, or review, or whatever it may be that I choose to do. The problem is, it's so much work and so time consuming. It would mean sacrificing what I'm doing now as a streamer. I would have to significantly step back as a streamer to do what I need to do to try to make the edited stuff successful. Because it's not just make one video. It's make a video, then make another video, then make another video, link to the video, cross-promote the video, get the person who watched that video to then watch the next video. You need to have that work to be successful. If not, if you're just a one-hit wonder, you're going to make a little bit of money, and then it's going to go away, and then there's no point even continuing, you know? To some extent with KO Gaming, it was rough because I had 2 or 3 videos that did really well. I had a few videos that were doing like 10, 20, 30,000 views on their own merits. Then all of a sudden, the video hit the algorithm, and I got over 1 million views in like a week. So now all my videos are now getting extra views because everyone's seeing it in related, right? So I start pumping out videos and I'm getting 50,000, 60,000, over 100,000 views on videos that would have had 1/10 of that, right? And I did take advantage of that for a while, but the problem is now you have to keep making content and following trends, and this has to become what you're immersed in. Because if you
forget the simple fact that as soon as your fucking video went viral and you got the money for that viral fucking hit on KO Gaming, you had a fucking mini staycation with Rihanna and did not strike when the iron was hot. You fucking went and held back on trying to strike when the iron was hot and had a little staycation in Seattle with Rihanna. And the channel died, essentially, because you never fucking seized the moment of popularity. You let it fucking dwindle because you went and cashed in immediately from that fucking viral video.
You even take a little bit of a break or a misstep, you lose that ride in the algorithm. And that's actually what happened with KO Gaming is the hardcore gaming season hit where I got heavily into all the new games and I started playing more games and doing less edited content, and immediately all the viewership fell off on the channel. Just boom. By the time that I wanted to go back to the channel and put effort into it again, YouTube demonetizes it on me.
And put effort into it. He's kind of implying that everything else aside from that is non-effort stuff. Broside Phil said he sent me a voice clip. Let's hear what his voice clip is.
So the argument he's making, I just was listening to a book on this where somebody was, the book was saying, think of the writer who never publishes his work because it's not good enough. He never puts it out to a publisher. And it basically said that it's an excuse because he knows he would fail or he's too scared if he fails. So if he never puts it out there, if he never tries, he could always say, I could have a best-selling book.
Yeah.
That's what Phil's doing right here.
Yeah, kind of similar to, when I hear that kind of argument, my first thought is like, you remember Back to the Future, and Marty's dad is like, oh, I don't want to commit myself to this because, he's a writer, you know what I mean? But what if people don't think I'm good enough, you know what I mean? Same with Marty in Back to the Future in the song, Marty was terrified of like submitting the songs to like music guys, producers, whatever, in case he was told he wasn't good enough, that kind of shit as well. You know what I mean? This was like that kind of mentality, you know what I mean? Where it's like people just, people who are afraid to commit themselves to pursuing something have that fucking fallback thing when it says, oh, I could have done this and I could have done that. And yeah, exactly, that kind of comfort zone where because they didn't try, they were never told that they weren't good enough, but they always have that kind of possibility of like, I could have been a contender, that kind of thing.
Reason. So, yeah, Basically, if you're going to sit there and edit full time and work your ass off, and then you're also going to try to get the sponsorships and the partnerships and the paid promotions and all of that, then you can make it work. It's hard work. I don't envy it. I respect it. You know, again, someone like June the King sitting there working his butt off trying to make those documentaries, that's tough work. It really is.
I'm going to say this again. What Phil does on a daily basis, like, it is tiring to a degree. Because it's a lot of hours Phil puts in. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. But I can tell you right now, this is bottom of the barrel minimum effort shit that he produces on a daily basis. Like when I used to make, you know, this is like years ago, this is like fucking 2011, 2010, 2011. I used to make fucking FIFA videos. You can still see them, you can still see them on my channel. I mean, these old shitty FIFA videos I used to fucking make. And I had two different ways of making them. Some of them were live commentary. And some of them were, you know, edited, you know, and voiced over. And I can tell you, without a shadow of a doubt, live commentary is so much easier to produce content with, because obviously there's no extra time committed to, oh, I've got to do a voiceover now and cherry pick the best part. You know, the live commentary stuff was still edited. I just cut out, you know, trimmed the fucking bits, you know, but that shit was so much easier. You know what I'm saying though? So Phil, and also Phil's content is even less, is even lazier than what I did, because there's no editing involved. It's just raw crap bullshit. There you fucking go. Well, shit, WPIG, I've joined WPIG, I've joined the stream. Thank you for joining us, guys. We've already won. We're victorious in bingo already. We're just kind of watching the end of this fucking crappy podcast. You know what I mean, you're welcome to the show, but we've already won bingo, so you don't have to worry about that. I hope you all had a good time in WPIG, and we're just kind of watching the end of Phil's fucking bizarre ranting about how much of an amazing editor he is.
Nor should they. Parking Lot Tears, nice name by the way, like I don't know that you're trying to take a jab at me, says, that's why content creators get sponsors first, they don't trust YouTube to pay them. Nor should they. Because YouTube, for no reason, demonetizes videos. It's insane. For me, it doesn't affect me. Why? I pump out enough content that if YouTube demonetizes half my videos today, it doesn't even affect me. Most of my income is coming from streams. Oh no, I lose a few bucks on demonetized videos, big deal. But imagine if I work 3 weeks to a month on a video. I put out this highly edited, amazing video, it gets tons of views, demonetized. That's exactly what happened with June the King's documentary on me. WWE claimed the video because there was a 5-second clip of Stone Cold Steve Austin, Stone Cold stunning Vince McMahon in my documentary. They literally took the entire profits away from him. So all the time, effort, and work he put into that video, stolen from him. And then he had to re-upload it, and he did get some views on the back end, but that's why that documentary never hit 1 million views. It would have been over 1 million. People were saying it probably would have been like 1.5 million if YouTube didn't do that.
Hey, hold on. I feel like we need to fucking fact check this. So June the King not have over 1 million views yet for DSP? Hold on 2 seconds. We need to verify this information here. June the King, hold on. June the King. We need to verify this information, I feel, you know. Silence. Don't know why he's going to autoplay. Oh, he's had a few videos here. Hold on. Where is it? Yeah, 621,000 because I had to re-upload it. Ah, that's a sin. That's a fucking sin, that. But the original video obviously got... Actually, hold on. Because we can go in to this, because there's a link to the original. I think he's got a link here to the original video. Does it? No, it doesn't. Or is it in the description? Hold on. Yeah, it is. It is. So this, hold on. 621,990. It's 622,000 views, okay? Plus...
Darkside Phil is a game...
Plus 833,000 views. When you combine the two of them together, you know what I mean? That's some good numbers. That is some decent numbers. You know? But yeah, also June the King done dirty by WWE with a fucking... it's a real shame for that. But I'm hopefully June the King, hopefully it's still a worthwhile venture for June the King, and hopefully still made some good money based on the work you put into that documentary and film.
You had to re-upload it and start over. It's so lame.
Apologizing isn't just words. It's I will not do this thing again. No respect. Because I feel bad about it.
He watches too much WWE. John starts getting text messages at 6 o'clock in the morning. That means it's like 2 o'clock in the morning there. So
all right, are we ready to end the show?
Start reading
I think maybe we should end the show and start with blueprints. I want to make big progress in blueprints today. I do. I'm hoping to do 2-3 runs.
Who fucking cares? I guess that's the end of Phil's shitey fucking podcast. There, nothing else of it. Not to talk about. So let's go to live DSP and see how the bad man's doing. Top super chat $5. Top tip $2. King's tax 25. Only 25.
So we're gonna get some permanent improvements.
Who fucking cares, Phil? Who fucking cares? Yeah, Phil Burnell, we're hoping today is a very profitable day for him indeed. You know what I mean? He still has, like, 2.5 hours to fucking go before, say before the end of the stream. So, but yeah, I can imagine the bag's gonna be fucking going like crazy, you know what I mean? He's like, guys, I want to eat pizza. I really want to eat pizza tomorrow. Fucking, where's my money? Fuck off.
It's been tough.
Like, I said this earlier on. Like, if Phil gets money or not, it doesn't affect us, you or me. It doesn't cost us a penny. We are not out of pocket whatsoever, whether Phil makes $25 or $2,500. It's his audience at the end of the fucking day who are fucking going to be out of pocket by fucking satisfying his fucking demands. You know? Let Phil hit 10 goals today. Because the money's all, by the end of the fucking day, the money's all been gone. And tomorrow, fresh, brand new day, and Phil will be back to fucking zero. That money's all gonna be fucking gone. Let his fucking dumbass dents go fucking bankrupt. That's my stats anyway. Fuck it all. But I'm gonna wrap things up there. Oh hell. Bruce Phil says you give like $200 away a month, but I can do that because of you guys though. I'm in a position to do that because of you guys being so supportive of the bingo stuff though. You know what I mean? Like that's just obviously this is just me talking, you know what I mean? Like I know I'm not the most prominent detractor, you know what I mean, when it comes to, but also, but thanks to you guys being so supportive, I'm making some, some nice money. It's like I'm making a few $100 a month thanks to your support. But because of that, I can give back. I'd feel greedy if I didn't give back. That's just me though talking. That's just the way I'm built. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's just also me though. That's just me talking, of course.
Having to get gold out of you, Phil.
Thank you. So that wasn't a sneak. That wasn't a hint, by the way. I wasn't trying to hint for anything, but I'm just trying to imply that I'm in a position to do that because of you guys being so supportive. In case in point, Broside Phil, thank you for the $20 super chat. It says go buy a pizza. Fuck Phil, much love, Jerry. I mean, I've already ate tonight. I had burgers. I had cheeseburgers. I'm a fat full boy right now. Good, you know what I mean. But pizza sounds good though for sure. You know, but pizza sounds fantastic. You know, so maybe tomorrow. There we go indeed. But so thank you very much, Joel. But as I said the last time, like I'm able to do these giveaways. We do a marble race, whatever, and it's just I'm able to do it because you guys being so supportive. It's never a requirement. It's never necessary. You know what I mean? To like give anything, but because you guys are so supportive, I'm able to. It's as simple as that, and it's I'll never ask for it. You know what I mean? But it certainly has helped me a whole lot. I'm not going to as well. You know what I mean? I'll say who doesn't fucking like money? You know what I mean? Like, who? Spoiler alert! I fucking like getting money. So you know what I mean? It helps fucking pay things. You know what I mean? But at the same time, though, I'm happy to be able to fucking do like, giveaways as well. You know what I mean? Because I'd feel I'd feel fucking really just fucking hoarding it all and not giving back in some capacity. But that's just what's me talking. There we go. But anyway, guys, enough about that fucking shit. You know what I mean? Reminder, of course. You know what I mean? At the end of the month, remember, at the end of this month. At the end of every month, we have a marble race to determine who gets to win half of the bingo prize fund. So yeah, if you want a bit of a chance of winning half of that bingo prize fund, you've got to make sure you have your own marble secured by leaving a comment on the community post, which is linked in the description of his live stream. If you weren't aware of that, get your own comment in there, secure your marble, and I'll add your name to I'll add your marble to the list, and it could be you that fucking wins half that bingo prize fund at the end of the month, but you've got to win it to win it, as the old saying goes. Anyway, I'm going to wrap things up there, guys. Tomorrow, we're going to have some more bingo. It'll be a smaller bingo again. Phil says he's only planning a 20-minute show or something. We're going to have a 3x3 bingo card tomorrow, okay? Same as today, essentially, I mean, and hopefully, Phil says it's going to be 20 minutes, but sometimes he lies. Sometimes when Phil says it's going to be 20 minutes, it's actually 30, 40, 50, 50 sometimes, So hopefully, even though it's going to be a shorter show tomorrow, we can still get the full house tomorrow as well with a shorter bingo card. We'll have to wait and see, obviously, you know what I mean? But tomorrow shouldn't last as long either, you know what I mean? Because Phil's not going to be doing the podcast as long, it should be a quicker stream as well. But yeah, but it's a smaller card tomorrow, but hopefully we can still get the full house just like today. But yeah, I'm going to wrap things up, and I'm going to end how it always ends by playing Notorious PIG contributions made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations. So until tomorrow, guys, hope you all enjoy the rest of your Monday, and yeah, I'll catch you all tomorrow. Until then, I'm sorry, I'm way too distracted by these otters. The way otters eat is fucking ridiculous, man. It feels like such a fat bastard thing to do, to just fucking have food in your belly and eat it. But when otters do it, it's cute as hell. Like when I do it, it's fucking gross and nasty. But when otters do it, it's cute as hell. You know, I don't get that. It's super distracting, but it's super cute. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap things up there. I'll see you all tomorrow, some more bingo. Until then, have a good one, and I'll catch you all later. Goodbye.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, "I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower?" When you're showered in money. When you go outside and all of a sudden greenbacks start falling from the sky and you raise your face up, you're like, oh, you start dancing, you go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Show me the money.
Free.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone, just gone like that.
You know, before we go away, I just kind of caught up with Raw Phil there right at the end there, and this has to be seen to be believed, okay? Right? So this just happened on Raw Phil. Yeah, there's a lengthy ass belch out of nowhere, and not even an apology, but not just a random guttural lengthy ass belch. Then just fucking go straight into a fucking sentence while he's fucking confused as shit with his fucking puzzle. I just fucking had to show that. Just seen that happen right there as the credits were going, like, what the fuck, Phil? Fuck off, you dirty. Like, anyway, guys, I'm out. So yeah, okay, this is the end.